What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Damn,
happening,
low
dude?
energy intro.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I was actually, you had me thinking about Noah's jacket. Noah is Mark Ruffalo from This Much I Know Is True. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Did you see the end of
You
it?
gotta get you some fucking white New Balances. And that's just a full. That's the only difference between like cool hipster. Not saying you're a cool hipster.
No, not at all.
Also,
Not
is
saying
he-
you're a cool hipster.
Is he high or does he just look like that?
No, those are two dopers.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
Oh yeah, they both of our. Oh, he's dropping.
Yeah, it's like, what's up? I'm Noah. I'm like, this guy's fucking baked.
Yeah. Our squad sucks.
Yeah, he was putting off Mark Ruffalo vibes, and This Much I Know Is True, dude.
I'd hate to see a sad Noah.
I know, I hate it.
A depressing sight. Dude.
I want to, Noah, can you climb a ladder and then fall off? I want to see how much you look like Mark Ruffalo. That show was probably the best show on HBO.
Wait,
in a
what
while.
is it? I've never even.
It's about a guy. It's about this Italian guy
Italian.
who thinks that his grandfather molested his mom the entire show.
Jesus
and he has a schizophrenic
Christ.
brother, and it's him trying to figure out if his grandfather was a molestor, excuse me, or what he wasn't, but his life sucks regardless. But he's trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, he's a schizophrenic brother that's like locked in a mental institution. He's trying to get out, dude.
So yeah, no, you
And
look
he's a
like
house painter.
you look like a disheveled house painter with a really terrible schizophrenic.
Oh, I
brother.
thought you were gonna say he looks like he's definitely been molested.
Well, no, because Noah's. I said that forgetting about the spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, because if you see Noah's breakdown matches up with the spoiler alert, but I can't reveal. It's a good show. I don't
What
know.
is up with Mark Ruffalo starring in shit about people getting like touched inappropriately? He did that Spotlight movie too.
He
didn't
loves it.
What movie was that?
Spotlight about them. It was like the
They tried to lie. It was a lie about the Catholic Church.
yeah
Raping kids.
it's like all the it's the
Remember when the Jews tried to ruin Catholicism?
I remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the Boston like Chronicle or whatever. They like broke the news story about the church.
What did
fucking
Mark
kids.
Ruffalo play? Did he play
He was a
11-year-old
reporter.
altar server
He was
as the Hulk?
he was a reporter. Yeah. Did you see that movie?
I did.
Dude, there's this. So the whole movie is about.
This is Lou Miziano.
oh,
Oh yeah. By the way, welcome Lou Miziano. Welcome to the cast.
So the whole movie's about kids getting molested, and it's heavy as fuck. And you're like sitting there, and you're like, this can't get any heavier. And then like halfway through, they have to delay the story because 9/11 happens, and you're like, Jesus Christ! It's like this whole thing about kids getting touched, and all of a sudden they walk into a newsroom, and everyone's watching the TV's like, oh fuck.
Did you leave that door open by chance, old Lou dog?
No, dude, that's
Wow.
That's
Damn, someone was
fucking-
blasting.
That guy just
Steely
has
Dan.
nice. That wasn't Steely Dan. That was Drake.
Was that Drake?
That was Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Oh, shit.
When you came in, was fucking West Side Story still happening
Yes,
down the block?
there was a drum line. A lot of music.
Wait, there was a
going
drum
on.
line?
There's a full like a marching band. Shit's
I called the cops on a drum line last night.
Did you? They're back, dude. They followed you.
Dude, say what you want to say about Latinos, but they throw a fucking street party better than
And
anybody.
who? Black people? That's
No,
racist.
no.
True. So you're saying Latinos have better parties than block parties for
Oh,
black people?
without question.
I don't know. Black people tend to. I've seen like bouncy houses.
True.
Every once in a while, they'll break out like a fun house.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of bouncy houses at Latino block parties.
No, but you know what you do see is a lot of brass instruments out of fucking nowhere. And that's what I'm here
Oh
for.
yeah.
Dude, I remember when I was living at 19th and Girard, like they wouldn't even... Because no one's getting permits for that shit. They just like, one day you just wake up and like the whole street's just blocked off.
Yeah, there would be. I used to live on 15th and Girard, and people would go right above that 16th, and people would. I would get a knock on my door and be like, "Yo, you need to move your car because we're inflating a bouncy house." I mean, I was planning on leaving, but I guess I'll just keep it there. It's already inflated. I'm not gonna like make you guys deflate it and drive over it so I can get out of here.
Oh, I thought you made it seem that they inflated it over your car.
No,
So
it was-
they're just
yeah.
letting you know.
Or someone would used to try to wake us up to do chores. We had a block captain, a very active block captain, who'd be like, "Hey guys, letting you know we're cleaning up. If you want to wake up?" I'm like, "Dude, it's 7:00."
Block
Get the
is
fuck-
that just like a poor
Block-
homeowners association?
Block captain is when somebody claims to be in charge of the entire.
Somebody
street.
assumes power.
It's the lowest form of political power. It's autocratic. There's no vote. It's not. You don't elect block captains through democracy. Someone just steps up and like, I'm the block captain.
Right.
And you're just like, all right, dude. I guess.
That fucking stinks.
I just love watching Lemaire operate.
What's he doing back
He
there?
tried to turn a page in his notebook quietly, and it was very fun to watch.
Lemaire, are we hitting red at all? Like, what are the sounds? Hit us with some visuals.
No, this sounds pretty tight.
How you
How does
feeling?
it-
How are you feeling?
Yeah, Lemaire.
I feel okay.
I was out. I was on the road, and I got some bad reports about Lemaire.
What
I
do
had
you
a
mean?
couple. The
What do you mean?
reports were flying in.
Can I?
There was
wait,
no fat attacks.
It wasn't. Although somebody did throw up on that deck again. It wasn't you. I'm not saying
It wasn't
you.
me.
Someone
I didn't think it
puked
was
on the
you.
deck, and I got to be honest, you were the one. I got a couple people being like, "Yo, another fat attack happened."
You returned. You returned to the scene of the crime just to puke again.
There was one time where we were at the old house in West Philly, and we were all playing poker, and we were getting drunk and talking shit and whatever.
Yeah.
And I called Lemaire bee sting hands, and nobody heard it except Chris Wood, who tapped me on the shoulder. I was like, "That should have gotten more credit." It was really fucking.
Of course,
funny.
Wood. Of course, the Woodman is like, "Yo, I heard you came underneath it. No one heard you,
Whatever.
but that's like how you approach the audience."
Dude, so I was at a roast battle. Shane was
Yeah.
off. I was on the home front, and I got invited to judge a roast battle, which is the best
Yeah, it's
thing
very
you can
fun.
do.
I can only imagine. I mean, you just sit there and just talk massive amounts
Yeah.
of shit.
You're a
without-
big roaster.
Yeah, that was like I mean, I only got into it because I wasn't getting booked at all, and Pat Barker was like, "Just fucking come, sign up," and then it was an.
You're good at it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was an opportunity to just like wear a suit and be a fucking dickhead. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was.
And
Awesome.
I think didn't someone take you under their tutelage? A famous roaster.
Not Pat Barker, pretty much. I mean, I was hanging out with Jeff Ross.
That's
because I'm cool as shit.
So
Don't
you were
don't belittle my man.
I'm not belittling anyone. I'm saying you were studying under the roast master.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
became scandalized.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Don't-
How'd that go?
Oh
What?
my god,
I
dude! Can I
said-
also? Can
Did I tell you?
Can I just?
No. Oh. Well, I'll say. Look, I'm just dealing in facts. You were studying under the master.
Also, can I just say when I found out when the day that story broke, I literally out loud was like, "Well, there goes my career." I'm like, I'm not even fucking touching kids, and I'm still getting fucked.
Did he?
I don't think so.
No, I'm saying to you.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Nice.
Seems like you've been into 11. Dude.
Nope. Staying out of this.
I can't wait for
Staying
it.
out of this.
I
Well,
can't.
it's a valid question.
I'm
you know?
also really
What
excited.
did he do it?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Mark Ruffalo to probably play him in some sort of bio.
It's a valid question.
I know. It's the Roastmaster. The Roastmaster is just it's a tough nickname to have while going through an ordeal. Like the Roastmaster is on trial today.
Yeah, but that was like.
So I was in Minnesota at a depressing weekend. Depressing like week in Minnesota. And then I looked at my Instagram story, saw you with all of our friends having fun, dude.
Yeah.
I was in a hotel room just looking at it like pieces of shit. I was like jealous that you guys were having fun.
Wait, what'd you guys do?
So I was, it was funny. Actually, I rarely ever go on Facebook, and I was like, I took all the apps off my phone now. So I have, like, even Instagram's on a desktop.
That's a
which
fucking move,
I
dude.
go on never now. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to check all my messages for everything, for like a half an hour and then just turn it all off. So I open up Facebook, and then lo and behold, it was an invitation to judge the roast battle. And so I called, and Beezer was doing it too. So I was like, fuck it, man. I called Beezer or whatever, and I'm like, let's go do this. And started late as fuck, by the way. Started at like 11:30.
That makes sense.
Ugh. They told me 10. I thought it'd be 8. I assumed 8.
Roast battle is a young man's game, dude.
It's a
It's a
youngest-
desperate,
it's
desperate, hungry young man's game.
for real, dude.
Yeah.
But we go out there. Long story short, we're out there. We're watching. Oh, I see Lemaire, dude. 2-on-1 roast battle.
Oh, Lemaire.
Wait,
2v1.
they stack people against each other? Like they got.
How did that work, Lemaire?
Lemaire, I heard you came up with a pretty good plan that you were going to tag team
No.
somebody.
No.
Yeah.
The plan wasn't to tag team. The plan wasn't to tag team. The plan was to change the game. But we offered him.
So you planned on changing the game.
Yeah, we offered him a chance to get a. We offered him. We were like, dude, you get a partner. You can pick one if you don't. We had
Now,
like a day. and
who
stuff.
who was signed up first?
What do you mean?
So was it him versus one other person?
No.
Okay.
No. It was me versus. It was Sean
So-
Gardini.
yes.
Sean Gardini booked the whole thing like the day before, so we had to like get last minute people. And he asked me, and I was like, yeah, this guy, he's my roommate. We can go against him. And then I was like, oh, I want to do a tag team. I got a friend. You could get somebody if you want. And he was like, I don't want to go with anybody. And I was like, all right.
Damn, he rolled solo on you guys.
Damn, and he fucked you up.
He didn't fuck us up.
And he fucking
Wait,
His
so-
jokes
smashed.
weren't better. He won because it was 2-on-1.
He smashed you.
Matt, the judges roasted us better than he did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the judges are always funnier than the fucking comics.
Dude.
So do you guys like in that in that roast battle? Do you guys like sit down with each other and like give each other like ammo, or do you guys just go in totally blind?
What do you mean? Like,
Because like in roast battle in LA, it's like
Yeah.
the person you're roasting, like you'll go out and like
Yeah,
get
you
a
talk
beer
to
and
him.
like
Yeah.
get coffee and like.
no, we knew the guy.
Oh,
He knew
okay.
us, so we didn't have to worry about getting ammo. We
This was-
knew
this
we
was
were
your
just making-
roommate.
Yeah.
So you've been building DOS on it. He's been building a case on him.
Yo, this
No,
was-
no, no. We didn't even go into like we just made fun of the way he looked and like. We
So
didn't
wait,
build personal
this
stuff.
was your roommate? You tried to tag team
I
and he
didn't
fucked
try
you
to-
up?
No.
Look how defensive. Look how defensive the boy is.
Lemaire, tell your side. I'll tell the true story.
I'm telling my side.
I don't know, dude. It seems like your roommate had like fucking pictures of you in his fucking room with like red string connected to it, and like.
He picked you apart.
Dude,
Huh?
wait, did his roommate? Did he true detective you?
Yeah.
Did he true detective you?
Picked you apart, dude.
If given the chance at this roast battle, you should probably kill yourself.
Yeah. Lemaire, and then Lemaire threw up on the deck and fell. Then Lemaire threw up in front of everybody. And got booed and collapsed. Then he had to lay down in the master
Your
bedroom.
roommate had like a separate garage where he had all urine out of the
Yeah,
picture.
Wait. So what's the true story?
Yeah,
what
tell
hap-
it-
what
yeah.
The
happened?
true story is, and the roast battle itself, it was, Lemaire, correct me if I'm wrong, you were going for like a kind of a more like WWF theatrical style. Right?
Yeah.
You tried to be
Yeah.
meta.
He was meta. Lemaire was meta. Lemaire was meta. and
You got
I-
to focus on just
Trying to put
regular
on a
before
show.
you need to focus on regular before you can
I was trying to put on a show.
graduate to meta.
No, but that's what I do at the roast battles in LA.
Yeah.
Like I have like a bunch of dumb like at one point like halfway through a roast battle I pulled out all my headshots and I started signing them and giving them to people.
God,
in the
I hate
audience.
that.
I know it's the worst.
I
It's-
hate what you're saying.
I had one girl. I had a girl planted in the audience that came up and like I took her panties out of my pants and gave it back to her.
You're doing magic out there.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's wrestling.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of
Well,
fun.
it's time to move home. The magic show is over. Back to Philly.
Well, so Lemaire was going up against this guy, and it was a tight race. I thought the guy, to be honest, Lemaire had a slight edge on you guys. So the guy was legitimately winning.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Lemaire, can you tell me some of the... I know you remember them. What were some of the things you were attacking your opponent for?
Oh, I was like Ned Arnold, boy rapist.
You call him a boy rapist?
Yeah.
Fuck,
the
I would
first
have
thing.
been cheering for you.
Yeah, and then
Damn, this is the saddest... Like,
plays
this is the most
guitar.
disgruntled I've seen Lemaire.
He
yeah,
was fucked up, dude. He was-
because I won. We won. Our jokes were better. We
What
just
would you have
lost
won?
Because it was 2-on-1. They have a title belt that I really want now.
Oh, yeah, you love wrestling,
I
dude.
love wrestling, so I played wrestling. I was doing wrestling. It's wrestling. So,
yeah, but you got to go at it alone, dude. And you can't have two people in the ring at once. You know the rules of wrestling, Lemaire.
Yeah.
You broke the rules of WWE.
No.
Vince McMahon would have fucking
this is
freaked.
Vince McMahon. No,
Does he
dude.
know?
This is we're going
His
lucha
eye-
rules, man. We're
You
going
can't go
lucha tag
2-on-1.
rules. Lucha tag means when somebody else isn't speaking, another person can speak.
Lemaire,
Lemaire,
you're
you got your butt kicked.
I didn't lose.
You got your butt kicked and then you threw up. You looked like an idiot.
I'm gonna be honest. This is my first time on the show, and I don't like this negative energy.
Out of Lemaire? I know, this is
Lemaire's-
crazy. Normally he's so happy and fun.
That's what I thought. That's what I remembered. Him
All right,
as.
so then-
Lemaire's-
just big old bubbly Lemaire.
I know, and then he had a fat attack, and now he thinks, and now
I
he
hear
thinks
he's
he's
throwing up and
yeah.
collapsing. And
He
shit.
lost a little weight. Now he thinks he's too cool for school.
Oh, those people
No,
are
I'm
the
telling
worst.
you,
They
man.
are the worst.
Those are people
Truly
are
the
the
worst.
worst. Stay fat at heart.
Yes,
True. So I'm
you
telling
must.
you.
I
gotta,
hate him.
You gotta stay fat.
The
at
roast
heart.
battle, I'm an impartial judge. The kid, I felt like he had an edge because it was too discombobulated. They were all good. They're doing a good job. But Beezer, the motherfucker that he is, points out Lemaire's shoes. This is what this is what things. And Lemaire, you were wearing some very pointy, strange shoes.
You're wearing elf shoes, dude.
I was wearing Chelsea boots.
Chelsea boots, dude.
Dude, this is what I'm
You
talking
haven't
about.
lost enough weight.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
So what are you doing wearing Chelsea boots?
I'm fashionable. I'm fashionable.
Dude.
I look nice.
So he busts out these Chelsea boots.
He's just like, it's like those like Chinese princesses that had to break their toes to like put them in shoes.
Dude, so Beezer's like, I just want to point out those shoes. The crowd starts.
That's a great piece
The
of
crowd starts dying. And,
Beezer's on you. Beezer's on shoes,
yeah,
dude.
dude, he's all
Beezer's
over
like
him.
your dog Matilda, dude. Something happened where Beezer attacks shoes, especially on fat people because it gets you on the. When you get fat enough, you start leaning in on shoes.
Yeah.
You start breaking them inwards.
right.
You ever see that? That's one of Beezer's favorite targets. If he sees a fat dude with sneakers that are like leaning in, that's who he goes for, dude.
Well, Beezer, it was like a chain of events because it happened to be like a semi-black audience. So when Beezer went at the shoes and it landed, audience erupted.
Oh,
dude.
no.
That's
Dude,
like,
Lemaire.
you can't get roasted in front of black people, dude.
Oh.
You can't do it.
no, they're
I
hot.
know.
They're like very flammable in terms of laughter at a roast battle. Black people freak.
Damn, that's
Oh.
probably what all that magic was about in L.A.
That's what I'm saying,
If
dude.
he was a black audience, you were like, yo, look at this.
People flipping tables and shit.
So then, I chimed in and we just twisted the knife, dude. And then as Lemaire's leaving, his
So wait, this is after he took an L?
after taking out, we just eviscerated him about his shoes. And then
Oof.
as he's leaving, the point gathers a thread on the carpet.
Oh no!
Took it with him for like 5 feet. To which I replied, Lemaire literally cut a rug, dude. It was like laughter. He like walked into a wall of laughing at him.
Matt, you're forgetting about the socks.
Oh, and then he pulled up his socks, and they were stretched so far we couldn't identify the character.
Oh, yeah. It was Andre the Giant. Was it those same socks?
told
No, this time it was Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
I told him it looked like Bert and Ernie, but
What?
his ankles were so big it was like stretched out to unidentifiable. Unidentifiable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lemaire had his pre-diabetic socks on, dude.
Oh.
It was murderous, dude. It was, but again, the judge
Argyle
said,
socks. Argyle.
Lemaire, I appreciate you going out there and taking the risk, dude.
Yeah, you salute, dude, for being a soldier and going out there, but boy, you
That's embarrassing.
you got hit so hard that I got wind of it.
True.
You got made fun of so badly that it was shockwaves were sent to Minnesota.
I mean,
He didn't make fun of me at all.
You got made fun of.
yeah.
Matt, the judges made fun of me. They
It
didn't make fun of me
it
at
sounded
all.
so bad that I immediately kind of looked down at my shoes for a minute just to make sure, just to be like, oh, fuck, all right,
Those
I'm
out
good,
of
I'm
hand,
good, I'm
dude.
good.
Those are candy fodder.
That can't happen to me. Wow. So
Yeah.
your roast battle, you tried a 2-on-1, bombed, and then your pointy shoes cut the carpet.
Wait, no, wait, Lemaire, did you actually bomb, or the other guy just
He
got
won.
you?
He won. This
He
guy
won.
edged it out. To be fair,
Yeah,
there was a.
How do you feel about it? He keeps saying you won.
yeah.
Or the
Lemaire
other
did
guy
well.
won.
I'll
The other
tell
guy.
you. I'll tell you. I know why you
Was
won.
it your partner that
because,
sucked?
No, because we weren't in sync. We were trying to
Exactly.
think when we started. We had it tight, but then when Ned came back with something, it frazzled Jay, and he.
Oh,
just took
yeah, I
it.
knew you were going to blame your teammate.
I'm not.
Did you hear
I'm
that?
not-
He's
you
like,
know,
look,
if- I'm not.
hey,
blaming
pardon me,
him.
this is
I'm
my
not
show.
blaming
Please
him.
turn your mic off. Please turn your mic off. Noah, cut his mic. Cut his mic, Noah. Thank you. Look.
No.
I've seen it before. Now, this is exactly what happened to Beezer and Wood. In
That's
what
what Beezer
is.
said.
I know, he told me that. He was like, this was worse than the
my
mashup.
God.
Which, by the way, there's no chance it was worse than the mashup. The mashup,
Infamous
dude.
mashup.
The mashup, dude. So I had to have told this 1,000 times. It's like my favorite thing. So it was at was it Frankie Bradley's? No, what's the name of that
It's
place?
Frankie Bradley's, it
Or
was.
the one that's upstairs with the
Yes.
brick
Yeah.
wall. So it's me, Kyla, Six, and Wood on the way to this show. And Wood and Six are doing a mashup.
They're gonna change. They're changing.
They
the
were
game.
changing the game. Much.
Wait, what do you mean a mashup?
So they, instead of doing stand up, they were both going to go on stage and do stand up
Yeah,
at the
at
same
once.
time.
This already
They
fucking
were. It
stinks.
stunk. dude.
It's
It
already
was
fucking,
the fucking.
stinks.
They thought they were the Sklar brothers. It was like, what are you doing? So they get on stage. Oh, good God, dude. I mean, it's one of the worst bombs I've, and especially if you know Wood and Six. It's so funny. So Wood gets up there. Wood got up there first. And Six was still at the bar getting one more drink before he got on. And I think Six's mic didn't work at first. So they're just standing up there. Wood was Mr. Cool, dude. Wood was, first off, Wood's Mr. Sexy. A lot of people don't know that. Like, Wood was going through a real hard, dark phase of he thought he was very hot for a while, which ate at me. I hated it. So I'm so happy to see this happen.
Well, dude, it works. It works until he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Because dude is fucking ripped. You know,
he's ripped, but that's
he
it.
puts a
But
hat
when he's
on,
yeah,
and
but
then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he's just like, "Yo, do you guys know about turtles?" And you're like,
yeah,
"Get the fuck
he's
out
wearing
here,
like a
dude."
big cardigan. And he's on stage like, "Yeah, which one of us would you rather fuck?" Like that's how they opened, and they were like talking to people in the audience, and people in the audience were like, neither of you. So then I'm in the back like, yes, and they just kept trying to like say stuff, and they're like, yo, tell this story. They just bombed start to finish.
How long they do?
But like long, dude. It was like 10 to 15.
Dude, it was like a solemn, like 3-day, like Easter weekend kind of thing.
It
afterwards,
was so. Then they
mashup.
started asking. The mashup is nuts. They started asking people in the audience questions, and one dude, they asked him a question, and the dude just goes, "Simadana." So then that gets a big laugh. That's the first laugh. Someone in the audience just going, "Simadana," and then everybody else they tried to talk to would just go, "Simadana," and they didn't think it was funny. They were just getting eviscerated. And then at the end, they get off stage.
They turn on each other?
Dude, not yet.
Did they get angry? Did they get angry? Because I can only imagine.
They were
Six
pissed.
being
Six
like,
was.
Yeah, you
they
guys
were-
are a bunch of fags, dude.
No, he didn't hit that. They were just taking
flashbang,
it.
dude.
They were.
They internalized their anger. That's way fucking worse.
They kept trying to get it to work. And
Oh,
also, they went over there. My favorite part was they said they were going to make fun of the host. They're like, yo, we're going to fucking crush this dude. What's that guy's name? Hey.
Robert.
Yes, Robert Rule.
sounds like Fonzie
Robert Rule.
Robert Rule, Robert
They
Rule.
thought they were gonna
God.
get Bobby Rule, dude. And Bob Rule, baby, he got them. So they trash. They tried to trash. Like they were like, we're gonna crush him. They never got to him. They never made fun of him. While they were leaving to just people that hated him. Like viscerally, the whole audience were like, these guys are dickheads. Like Wood was sitting on a stool pointing at people with his foot. He was like leaning back. He was like, "Which one of us would you rather fuck?" He's like, "And look at these abs. Like this is like an upside down turtle shell." And people were like, "Simmer down." But I was sitting in the back. They were walking literally straight past me to go to the car. I was sitting next to the door.
Go to the car.
They were going straight to the car. First off, I had bombed that night, and I was outside already in the car like, fuck. Came back in just to watch them bomb. Way, way worse. But they walked past me, and while Wood was, I think it was 6 that was directly in front of me, it was like, get the fuck out of here. He was not saying it. Bobby Rule goes on stage, was like, that was good if you like a podcast that sucked. And I was literally face to face with 6, just like, ah! He dunked on him at the end. Oh, so then we get home. This is where the bomb. It was 6 sort of came to terms with it. By the end of the night, he was feeling better.
Oh no, because he'll just get drunk. Wood is
Yeah,
the type of guy that
Wood-
he'll think about it for the next. I bet he's still thinking about it.
Wood had one of the funniest fucking one of those things that I'll just. I mean, it might be too mean to even bring up, but there was a female comic that was headlining the show, and he was like, "She's gonna go back to New York and tell everybody we suck." I was like, "What?" Yeah, he thought his reputation was tarnished from it,
From the mashup.
from the mashup.
Dude, he takes bombing very seriously.
Then we're sitting. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the living room back at the house, and Saving Private Ryan's on, and it's like the opening scene. And I was like, we hadn't addressed it because it was very, very serious how bad this bomb was. Like they were so upset. They were in the car like, "Yo, fuck this." The whole car ride home was just them being like, "Fucking Philadelphia fucking sucks." Then we sit down, we're watching the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan, and I was like, "Yeah, this is like your guys' mashup." Just the door opens and they just get hit. Oh, and so we're dying laughing. Six is upstairs. It's me and Wood on the couch. And then eventually Wood broke and just spazzed on me.
Yeah.
Like he went from dying laughing at me, being like, "Look at this is you guys suck." And then finally he was just like, "Shut the fuck up." And I thought he was kidding, so I got in his face back. I was like, oh, like joking, and he was like, "I'll fucking kill you," dude. He fully spazzed. That was the mashup. But then they did. Oh, what made him spaz was he tried to pull a Lemaire there, which is when you're in a mashup that fails, you blame your teammate. That's the
start
move.
blaming each other.
So don't keep mic off. Oh, so yeah, we were downstairs and Wood was like, "Yeah, fucking, I did 6 couldn't," and I was like, "I think that was a pretty mutual bomb there." And he was like, "Fuck you." Yeah. Anyway, that's the mashup story. Great mashup.
So Beezer was delighted to see this mashup tank.
To see the
On
curse.
the way out, Beezer was relieved of his curse of the mashup.
The curse of the
First thing he
mashup.
talked about, he was like, "Dude, that was like my mashup, blah blah." And he was like, I could see him just like 20 pounds later.
Yes,
of
he just-
releasing the mashup demon.
And I've seen the demon is in Lemaire. Look how you can see the
I know.
mashup demons in him. Look at him, dude.
I've never seen a mashup go well. Like, there's so many shows in LA where, like,
Yeah.
the hosts, like, they open with just, like, them riffing
Yeah.
about their day together, and it's the
Yeah,
fucking worst.
I did that on my show at the Stand. I used to do with Abby.
Yep.
And every time I would fight Abby.
Right.
Like every show, I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Well, this sucks," like, just immediately.
Well, people are comfortable with different levels of bombing more than others. Some people are like, "This is cool," and then some people are like, "This isn't unacceptable." So,
Oh yeah.
so,
Lemaire, how now? I see you over there. You have a lot to say. You're very straight faced, very stern. Now that the demon has attached itself to you,
Dude, let's exercise it. Let's
True.
get the demon out.
There's no demon.
I'll tell you how you don't get rid of it is blaming your teammate,
I'm not
claiming
no,
you
no.
won, saying the world's against you.
No. I
You need to
accepted,
acknowledge
I
your
accepted
beating.
the loss long ago. That's my roommate. I have to accept the loss. I was just texting Jay. I was like, dude, I almost blamed you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Lemaire, to be honest, he ruined it for you. He was wearing shorts. He was wearing shorts and
It
a
was-
sport
it
jacket.
Also,
was-
as he,
No,
as he
that's-
acted
that's,
different, as he acted differently in the house, like I would imagine, like you would text him and be
No.
like, "Hey, can you do the dishes?" He'd be like, "Hey, can you win a roast battle?"
True.
No, I'm not giving him the chance.
How about
If I was your roommate, I would shit and not flush.
that's fair?
100%.
You're gonna have to beat him in like Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever you guys play. Sorry.
It's NBA 2K.
So yeah, I will say, Lemaire, that you should go at roast battles on your lonesome. That was too confusing. It was too weird. I didn't know who was going to talk when. It was like the guy was dressed like Angus Young from AC/DC.
Yeah.
It was kind of
It
annoying.
was the first time, and it was. I told him I was going to wear overalls, but I changed my mind.
I also said their comedy duo should be named Metric Ton.
Was the other guy fat?
He was just fat enough where it worked, dude. It was fun. It was so fun.
That was a good comedy duo.
Oh, it was so fun, man.
Wait, so how were the other people?
I mean, it was fun. Everyone did well. The last dude, Lemaire, let a lesson be learned from the last championship round when that one guy wouldn't accept his loss. There was a guy who went. Dude, the end was Gardini versus
Gardini rules, by the way.
Gardini's a fucking man.
Yeah.
Gardini versus this guy from New York, who the guy came out.
Laskin.
What?
Ilya Laskin.
Ilya Laskin comes out and he
Ilya Laskin.
came out and was like, I can't. So he
You
was
should do a war mode.
Yeah, for real. So he came out and was like, "Oh man, I left like a Rosh Hashanah dinner or whatever for this." And immediately the host was like, "Oh, don't tell anyone that." And he's like, "Oh, you're Jewish too." And the host's like, "Yeah, but I kind of keep it to myself." So then he goes. So all my feedback was just like, I just really like seeing a strong Gentile and Gardini just constantly fucking around. But then he legitimately did lose. But he was like, I think he was just kind of fucking around. But there's part of him that was like not trying to accept that. But he made a good joke of it. He was just like, I can't believe I drove all the way down here to fucking lose. This sucks.
Yeah, that's funny.
He was a good sport. But
Nice.
It was fun. It was a. Oh, the best part, in my opinion, of the whole night was I farted during the opening comedian set.
Dude, always funny.
Dude, it
Never
was,
not funny.
it-
Listen, if I know a lot of comedians listen to this podcast, if you're an open micer in any scene, if there's ever dead air during an open mic, which there will be a lot of, get a fart, dude. Become legend.
Exactly.
Become legend.
Rise above.
Yes.
Dude, it was. I mean, the best part was it was like so the guy was on stage and we were on a bench right next, staring at him like you could like breathe. I could reach out and touch this guy, and I had one. I let out a test fart. Wood heard it. Wood was like, "Oh, yo."
It would.
Wood turned around and was like looking. I was like,
Woodman was delighted.
Yeah,
He's like,
Woodman
yeah,
was
you
very
all
happy.
do that.
and then so I'm like, all right, that's nice. I was like, I could feel I had a tumultuous stomach. I let it gather.
What'd you eat that day?
I mean, dude, I've been strictly just kind of like meat, vegetables, fruit like that. I've been eating pretty clean. So I have my body's going through changes right now.
Right.
I'm having like butt puberty right now from the new diet. So I feel.
I had butt puberty from
You have
travel.
butt puberty right
from
now?
all that travel, dude. My butt caught my period. I caught a butt period, dude. It sucked. Sorry.
You're on the Oregon Trail.
I did. I got bloody butt.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah, caught a
Hemi.
Roy.
Probably
from
Hemi,
the-
yeah.
Caught a Hemi from the travel, dude. That was a lot. That was a lot of sitting. That drive was like a 12-hour drive
How's
in
your
that
Hemi?
truck. Hemi's good. I took care of it. Went and bought some ass cream at the mall.
Nice.
Had to go to the Mall of America.
Get ass cream?
Walk to the Mall of America to get Preparation H.
It's very American.
I'll tell you what. That's where the lady at the register. I buying ass cream sucks.
True.
It's a bad experience.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like at a CVS.
Did you buy an ass cream like with condoms too?
I bought.
Put some magnums up. You're like, still getting pussy.
I still have a huge dick, but also my ass is ruined. No, it was a Muslim lady. Everybody in Minneapolis is Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah, for
Who
real.
would have fucking thought?
I know. And so she still had the full uni on.
With a mask too?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
no,
like-
no. She was wearing the fucking.
Oh, it's covered
just
up
the
anyway,
eyes.
yeah.
Perfect to buy Preparation H from.
True.
No facial, no judgment. Just put it down. Just her eyes.
Just
Perfect.
Yeah,
I was like,
just-
thank you.
That's
This
actually-
is good.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
tough. I had to buy. Yeah, when I had that bad I think people tell me it wasn't even a hemorrhoid. It was like something.
You had
worse.
something wild, dude.
I couldn't even walk, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not even
I used
close.
to have hemorrhoids that would like literally like almost like blow up like a golf ball.
That's what I had something like
Christ.
that.
Dude, it was fucking brutal.
I said it once. I was one and done. Dude.
You had his was. All right.
Send a
Look,
picture. Oh,
people
sorry.
get mad when we talk assholes. Sorry about that.
Wait, really?
Sorry.
Well, I do want to.
Yeah, a bunch of our dudes. People are like, Matt's always talking about assholes and shit. It's like,
True.
assholes and shit rule.
We should
Anyway,
though.
back to
We
the fart
should form.
story.
If that should be our philanthropy of like just going out the guys in the streets and treating hemorrhoids. That should be our
See,
charity.
dude, we should like.
I think we should just rebrand Preparation H.
I know.
Call
Does
like,
it have to be bright fucking
yeah,
yellow?
Call it,
have
just
to
call it
be-
like Cool Guy Cream.
Yeah.
Big
Put it
dick.
like in a-
Call
yeah.
it big dick relief.
Yeah, put it in a black box with lightning bolts on
Yeah.
it. Like make
That
it-
yellow box is.
Oh, it's brutal.
Dude, I pocket it. I fucking put it in my front pocket in my hoodie when I
Yeah.
walked to the. You can't be walking around a Walgreens with just people are in
Oh, it's
there
the last
buying.
thing you got to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also in my bathroom. My guest bathroom is all like my butthole kit is. So
Why
it's
do you
like
keep your butthole kit in your guest bathroom?
that's the one I go to.
Oh, okay.
Because
Alright, that makes sense.
I leave a seat up. I'm a bad boy, but the bad boy. Oh, but so I'm
Yeah,
I'm right next.
I gotta hear this. Fuck.
I'm right next to the comic, so I let a tester out. Wood gets a taste. Wood Wood likes it.
Wood got the app.
Wood go yeah.
You
Wood
got the
goes-
Sizzlers. You got the app.
Wood's like, I'm liking that. I'm like, yeah, there's more where that came from. So wait, dude, this guy's going, and then it's a little bit dead air between a joke. It wasn't even like a joke that didn't land. It was a kind of like a pause between stuff. Crowd goes silent. Dude, I'm on a wooden bench. I just tilt. I give myself like a 12-degree lift on the right cheek. So loud, dude. He stops. The crowd starts laughing. He stops and is like, did you just seriously fart during my set?
Yes.
Oh, it was, and then so that was the very beginning. So that was like for 5 minutes, all four of us. It was Wood, me, Shaner, Six, and we're on a bench doing a live comedy show, trying not to laugh, which is making us laugh harder.
So much fun.
Into the next warm up comedian set, and then I started thinking about Ruby Ridge when you farted. I had just settled myself.
You
down.
might have been there for that.
I think you might have been. I just settled myself down
dude.
from what was going on. Dude, it was like I was laughing so hard that like my veins were throbbing in my head. And then I remember when Shane farted during there was Ruby. Remember Ruby?
Yeah.
So she was taping for Comedy Central.
She showed up.
I forgot about this.
So she showed up, and in her defense, she probably was, because I think Comedy Central was like, please can one woman be funny? Women that do comedy, all 8 of you across the country, please, somebody send us a storytelling tape.
True.
I think it was for, what's that, Ari's show.
Oh,
This
this
isn't
isn't
happening.
happening.
So she set up a camera, I think told everybody
Yeah.
at the open mic, at a fucking open mic, that she was filming this set for Comedy Central. And it was like a 15-minute story. So they gave her a 15-minute spot to tell this story at the Raven. Ugh, what a fucking wild choice. Wild choice. But all the comics stand in the back right next to where her camera was. And she had been bombing for probably 10 of the 15.
Yeah.
At which point I did, in fact, unleash a very hard fart, like a very aggressive laugh, the type of fart that you will get hemorrhoids from if you can push, just pushing farts. And it reached the stage in Raven, which is crazy because
That's a big distance.
that's
Yeah.
big distance. It was crowded. There's a DJ downstairs, so there's music. I mean, that fart was so loud that she stopped. Place goes nuts. She's like, "Fucking who did that?" The hardest laugh of the set, which was the best part. We need to get that tape from Ruby.
I need that, man. I'm trying to get the tape of my fart from gas station.
Oh, you'll get that.
Hopefully they filmed that.
They did.
I think that's the thing that should catch on. I think more if you're bombing as a comic, just let one
Dude.
fucking rip and then become a phoenix from the ashes.
Or save your friend and let a fucking fart. Fart for your boys.
That's so funny. Me and Six were talking about that, just farting on stage,
Is
like
this-
while bombing. I've never seen anybody do it.
No, I don't think people can make gas
Just-
while they're on
I know,
stage.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's what I said to him. I was like, because I fart a lot, and I've never once on stage been
No.
like, oh, I gotta hold this farted ever.
It's pulling the sword from the stone. If you're a comedian and you can fart on stage,
Dude,
You're King Arthur. Dude.
bow out, dude.
That's
While
That's
talking,
it, dude. We cancel
Oh.
comedy. Comedy ends after that.
That's the whole
Dude,
point of
you are
stand-up
now
comedy
the
is to
new
catch a
Richard
fart.
Pryor. Yeah.
yeah, if you were in a big crowd, like doing stand up, and you put the mic,
On your ass.
actually, what you could do is be like, "Excuse me, sound guy, my mic's a little low. Could you turn that up?" So it'd be like, "I'm gonna whisper for this next bit. So could you please turn the mic up? Put it the whole way up." And just burn.
Well, plus, it'd be amazing too if it's an arena, so you hear it go like, "Wah, wah."
And you're watching the screen, you see the mic go down. It's like, dude,
That's it.
That's the best way to end a comedy special.
Comedy's
I can't
over.
think of a better way to end a special.
I would quit. I would quit.
Dave Chappelle just,
That's it.
good night, and he throws it down.
I would literally quit if if I did that or another comic did it. I'd be like, my efforts are futile.
Yeah.
I'll never match.
You'll
I'll
never be that
match.
funny.
I'll never match that guy's live fart.
We're
on
talking
stage.
comedy, dude. It's good to have you back.
Yeah.
Matt's back in the game.
True.
I also love
Now
that-
we're talking comedy.
We are talking comedy.
You want to talk comedy?
We're talking comedy,
Bro,
dude.
don't do the road. Anybody listening to this that wants to do stand up, never do the road by yourself. It does suck.
That would be tight, dude.
That was tough. No, it sucks.
No, I'm saying to
Yeah, but
just
also-
do shows in your area. If you want to see someone, you got to travel to their area.
Right.
You could be like almost a.
There's a guy, Bob Marley, who's like the king of Maine.
He won't leave Maine.
Yeah.
It's swag.
Bob Marley's like the
Bob
king
Marley's
of New
super
England.
funny.
Yeah. Oh, he murders.
He came
Yeah.
down to
yeah.
I think Grubart opened from Ed Helium, and he was fucking
Yeah. Bob Marley rules.
hilarious. Well, it's all these like fucking road dogs that nobody fucking knows about that are killed. Like, dude, Chad Daniels, one of the
Yeah.
funniest people alive.
Yeah.
But nobody has any fucking idea who he is because he's just like, yeah, I live in Wisconsin. I do the fucking road. Fuck LA.
chills.
Fuck New York. I'm just gonna do my shit.
How'd you like the Belly of the Beast?
It's a nightmare.
You were
LA?
there.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare city filled with nightmare people.
Well, everyone's leaving, dude. You, Rogan.
I think Cole. Yeah.
One of the better roasters, Rogan.
That's right. Dude, this is the way that I describe LA to people, where it's like I feel like a lot of people in Los Angeles, they confuse necessary bullying with intolerance. So it's basically like,
I heard that.
you know what I mean? So it's like you're you're a douchebag in high school, right? You get called a douchebag as you should, and instead of doing any sort of like self-inventory or personal reflection, you move to the one place in the
Oh,
world,
of course.
where it's cool to be a douchebag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, and then they have the fucking balls to look back on their hometown and be like, "Oh, everyone in my hometown is closed-minded." It's like, no, dude, you're a fucking zero. You suck shit. And anytime I see someone like act like cool as fuck, I look at them and I'm like, I guarantee that there's like 3 plumbers in your hometown that know what a fucking loser you are.
Yeah, every single person in New York. Like anytime I used to be allowed to do alt shows. Now they stopped booking me.
Really?
But anytime I would do alt shows, especially in New
Who,
York.
you?
They
What?
stopped. I was good in alt rooms.
You're.
I would go make fun of. I'd say exactly that. I'd be like, you all left your hometowns,
Yeah.
moved here just to be like, they're so dumb. And it's like, just because you didn't have friends.
Well,
Right.
you also be like, I found art and I'm here to bully you guys.
Yeah. You thought you could escape me.
That's the thing that they hate about it is that like they left because of the. It's like you're like the plumber from their hometown
Yeah.
that's like suddenly better at what they love. You know what I mean? Well, you know, it'd be funny. It's like it works with stand up, but it'd be funnier if you were like a painter and you would just be
Yeah.
like faggots.
Fucking gay.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of that, the other thing that was so funny at the roast battle was there was somebody, I think it was Dave Temple and Conrad Roth they did like a live show. They have an intern. So their intern, wild man, dude. This guy popped out of nowhere. He was like, yeah, I just like emailed him 1,000,000 times on Instagram. That's just what you got to do. All these young dudes are like, this is what you got to do, man. You got to bug people. You got to bug
Yeah.
people. So he's hitting us all this, and then he's hitting us with the scene. I won't say who he named. He named someone who runs an open mic here. And he's like, "Oh, that guy's a faggot," and it was just like it was someone you haven't even thought about in a while, and it was just like, what the fuck? Hearing like some young kid say it was, dude. It was
Wait,
so
do
funny.
I know this person?
Yeah.
Give me
I know. Do I know this person?
Yeah, you guys, everyone here knows the person, but it was like, dude,
Did he hit him with that?
he was
Why-
just like,
why?
he just brought this guy up out of nowhere, and I heard him say that, and I was like, say what? So it was just funny watching the younglings, dude.
Well, that's a weird thing too that people.
You watched Revenge of the Sith. I forgot about that.
The younglings, dude. It was one of our enemies, and I heard him.
It was
say-
an enemy,
it
and
was
he
an
called
enemy,
him.
and it-
Bro, I love that the younglings coming up to be the next guys who get bullied out of Philadelphia by the woke scene.
Well, I mean,
Love
but
to
that's
see that.
also no, but that's also kind of the shitty thing though about like those like youngling edgelord comics where like they'll like coerce a conversation just so you can hear them say
I've-
the
I've-
word faggot. You know what I mean?
I've done it. I remember the first I gave Metzger a ride home from the Boston, some comedy festival in Boston, and I gave him a ride to New York, and I was like, fucking. I tried to like trash like diversity on shows, like to be like they should just be putting up whoever's funniest, and he was like, yeah, you need to shut up about that. I was like, okay. He was
mean,
like, yeah, that's always going to be there. You just need to be the funny white guy. I was like,
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
okay, yeah, I know.
Basically
Instantly,
what I
I
was
like-
saying.
I probably repeated it on the podcast when I got home. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm back right wing again.
Oh, are you really?
Oh, hell yeah.
I was 2 or 3 weeks on the road, just sitting in a hotel room watching. I watched enough right wing stuff.
What were you watching?
Just getting fired up. Actually, you know what? You wouldn't even. It's not even open that with a lighter. Sick.
No big deal.
It's nothing. I do it. Oh, this party trick I do. No, I listened to Douglas Murray's
Bro,
Rogies.
man, that's all you need.
I got fired up, dude.
Yeah.
Are you guys voting?
No,
I don't.
definitely
I
not.
wasn't gonna vote until old Ruthie kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
Now
What's up with her?
she's dead.
I was
died.
saying, you think it was an inside job or what?
No, dude, I think she's 87, and I think it was her time to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
So wait, now because
Yeah,
You're worried about the Supreme
I
Court.
wasn't gonna.
now
yeah.
that the notorious RBG died, you have to vote.
Also, I
down.
can only imagine that there was like, because she had to stay alive. I can only imagine there was some intern at the DNC whose whole job was to just slap her across the face anytime she starts to like nod off.
True. They were for sure trying
Yeah.
to keep her alive for another 6 months, and she was just like,
But she did die at the perfect time to help get votes.
true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So-
You think Hillary could just kind of put a little pillow on her? It's like,
Well, yeah, like Godfather 2 style. They row Ruth Bader Ginsburg out in a
Yeah.
boat. And couldn't just fucking.
so you're worried about the state of the Supreme Court?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you, the roast comic. From
Yeah.
LA. You're worried about the balance of the Supreme Court.
That's right.
You're worried about the Sith
Well, I
versus
was-
the
Wait,
Jedi.
guy who opens craft beers with a lighter.
Yeah.
You're concerned about the Supreme Court.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
I just want to make sure.
Fucking.
What's
Well,
your
I
concerns?
wasn't gonna vote for. Like.
Hold on, wait. Name 3 Supreme Court members.
Anthony Scalia.
He's dead, isn't he?
No.
You can't say Kavanaugh. He doesn't count.
What do you mean? He doesn't
Everybody
count?
knows him because he got accused of rape.
Didn't Scalia die?
No, Scalia's still on.
Who?
Clarence Thomas.
I thought
His real name's Clarence. And Claire's parents.
A real nice
Yeah.
marriage.
So
All right,
you got
so you
Scalia.
can't. Yeah.
What?
You got Scalia.
Yeah, Scalia,
Yeah.
Clarence.
No, he's
No, you
dead.
can't- no, you deserve that.
No. Sotomayor.
Yeah,
That doesn't count.
that guy. What do you
They
mean?
named it.
Yeah, I got it, dude.
You can't be concerned with the Supreme Court if you can't. You don't even know if
listen,
certain ones are alive.
listen.
What hellish forces was
First off,
RBG holding back that now are just going to be
Well,
unleashed?
now,
Oh, no,
now because
fucking-
Ruth died, we're not allowed to have abortions. We're never gonna be allowed.
Dude.
Which, by the way, we better be allowed to have abortions, dude. I can't get a
disagree.
waitress
I
pregnant.
might cry. Don't talk about it.
I better not get a waitress pregnant and have to move.
I'll get embarrassed, dude. I'll start crying if I think about it, dude.
If I think about RBG dying,
No, I'm talking about abortions. I'll be like
Abortions?
Kanye, dude, and cry.
because Ruth died,
We can't be sluts.
we're not allowed.
She was the guardian of the sluts, dude.
She was.
She was like, go ahead.
Go ahead, get raw dogged.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking
Sorry.
Sorry, this is a very Veritas heavy podcast. Dude.
okay.
Let's get into the truth.
I was gonna vote until July when they all, or was it August? I don't remember, when they all got together to like come up with like a coronavirus relief package again.
The pandemic you're referring to?
Yeah. And then fucking they couldn't come to a decision, and so then they all just get to leave for 3 weeks and we get to fucking pay them. It's like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's such a bad, and also I don't like Trump, but I hate Biden's commercials where he's
Yeah.
just like, I saw one where it opened where he's just like, hey, it's me, Joe. Like we
Yeah, they
grew
look-
up fucking
Joe.
digging frogs together in a creek somewhere.
Yeah, he's Joe.
That's
from,
just Joe.
that's Joe from Delaware, dude.
That's Joe from Scranton.
Yeah.
That's old Scranton Joe.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. It's a tough state of affairs, but I'm glad you're going to go out there, stop the evil that is.
It's just me.
Who do you think Trump's going to put in the?
I have absolutely
A
no
bay,
idea.
dude. He promised a bay,
Did he?
which is gay. He was like, it's going to be a woman.
Well, if you think about it, his people are going to vote for him no matter what. So if he can somehow get some like very kind of unstable Bernie bros, he can derange them, dude.
Yeah, but they don't. The left doesn't care about gender or race if you're right wing. So you can put a woman in there. And if she's conservative, they're going to be like, "Cunt, fucking women shouldn't have jobs." Like immediately.
True.
You put a black dude in there, they'll be like, "Fucking." Then they say some bad words.
They do.
that I don't say.
Exactly. No, well, he could put in like a
Not the N word. I was thinking of what they like. Uncle.
You think about calling an uncle?
They call him an uncle. They start yelling uncle.
True. Liberal whites love calling
They
black people Uncle
which
Toms.
is wild.
They've hit me with it a couple times.
Lemaire, will you say it for me real quick?
Uncle Tom.
Thank you. That was the one.
I said it.
You said it?
I'm melanated by association, though.
True.
I have a little bit longer leash, dude.
I heard that.
But yeah, Trump could appoint like a centrist or even liberal-leaning Supreme Court justice, because then he would sway some people who are like extreme lefters who are like,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
also-
You think he's gonna do it before
No.
the election?
Yes.
For
I'm
sure,
about to say that'd
dude.
be a great political move. if
He's
he
gonna
fucking-
dunk on him with like the oldest, most decrepit white dude. Is like to power up his fan base.
He did. I watched him. He promised a woman, but obviously he's not. It wasn't really a promise. He was at an arena. He was at one of his events, and he was like, "Who here wants a man?" And like some people cheered a little, and he was like, "No, who wants a woman?" And they're like, "Ah." And he was like,
I imagined him being like
Strange.
it's gonna
and then he
be a
does the thing
woman.
where he walks around the stage like, "Well, that's it." Like the crowd said it.
People spoke, dude. He's
People
just
spoke. He's like, "I just took a poll here." And CNN, look at him. He pointed him in the back. He's like, "It just took a poll." It's fucking. It ruled.
pretty funny, dude.
Yeah.
So Lou,
What's up?
you're gonna stop the tide.
That's it, dude. I'm off. The buck stops here, dude. I'm not fucking around.
You need to get a judge. What judge would you want in there? Who's on your radar?
Randy Jackson, dude. that's who's on my.
We're gonna overturn Roe vs. Wade.
Roe versus
That's a no from me,
It's gonna
dog.
be a no for me, dog.
True. That's actually a good pick.
Dude, he'd look good in that robe.
He would.
He'd look good in that robe.
He would.
I mean, honestly, also, it's like Donald Trump is the president. Is it insane to think
No,
that
it's not.
Randy
It's
Jackson
actually not.
could be on the Supreme Court?
I nominate Judge Judy.
Yeah. Like, it's not nuts. Also, I think it's Kanye running. Is he not running? What's going on with that?
There's problems with his ballots apparently, but
They're
think-
trying to stop him.
trying to stop him. Obviously, they don't want strong black conservatives.
I'm back to right wing, so I'm back to Kanye does rule.
What determines whether you go right or left?
The last thing I've watched. 100%. The last thing I watched. Usually the last guest on Rogan that I watched.
True.
If I watched the Bernie Sanders episode, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I am gay. And then I watched
Well, that's like the weird-
Douglas Murray, and I was like, it's time for me to speak up.
That's the true battle. It's not Republican, Democrat. It's gay versus retarded.
Yeah.
That's what we're fighting right now. We're fighting gay versus retarded.
Absolutely.
People
God
are like,
damn,
you got to
dude.
bring back, get dinosaurs out of schools. And people
Yeah.
are like, we should be able to kill kids. And we're like, no.
Yeah, and I just happen to be a gay retard.
Damn.
Which is
you might be
the-
the chosen one.
I might be the chosen one to ascend.
You're gay enough and retarded enough
I
to
just
bring
perfect-
balance to the force, dude.
You've been watching Star Wars, and I'm into it. I love it.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah, next time you think you have to fart at an open mic, I want you to imagine me saying, do it. Do it. Just do it, dude. You have to fart at open mics.
Oh, my God.
Especially if it's silent and it smells.
Oh.
And it's even. Dude,
I don't
you
have-
used to
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That brings me back when I started. me and Matt in the back of the Helium open mic. Every once in a while, you just catch a fucking hard toot out
Catch
of
a
Matt.
creeper, dude.
Quiet one.
That's just a nervous stomach, dude.
Yeah.
Just letting out.
Dude,
Just-
I do silent but deadly, so I'm not a big
Really?
I don't have.
I'm
I
a
don't,
big time sound hound.
Shane's
Yeah, dude, you look
Shane's
like
also-
it. You look like you're made
No
of farts.
stinks. No stinks.
Just
That rare,
sound?
very
Dude,
rare smell.
very
pure,
rare?
Pure air
Yeah.
bursts.
It's like
Do you guys like the smell of your own farts? Obviously.
I don't like them, but I need to know what's
Oh.
up with them.
Every
Yeah.
once in a while,
I'll still do, like,
one will
I'll-
be like a new scent.
Yeah.
You know, you get hit with one that like
troubling.
smells different. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah. Dude, I'll
True.
still
You
do.
get one that's a
I'll-
little diesely, and you're like, "What's that about?"
Yeah.
Dude, if I'll rip ass in my bed, dude, I'll cover up.
Really?
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
catch the full
Dude.
experience. You'll go full IMAX on
Get
the
it
fart.
in, dude. I'll pair it with some wine.
It's time to move home, though.
What's up?
It's time to move home.
Yeah.
You can't be out in LA smelling your own farts. You can't be out in LA putting the blanket over your head.
How was the party out there? Were you Mr. Cool?
Were
or-
you Mr. Cool or not?
Oh, dude, I dove headfirst into a pile of cocaine for 3 years.
Damn, did you really?
Yeah, I haven't had a working nostril since like 2015.
Nice.
So you were Johnny. You're full Johnny Cage out
yeah,
there.
it was.
You're Mr. Hollywood. Hollywood.
Hollywood Lou.
It's cool until it's like, yeah, it was pretty. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't regret it. It was fucking. I would like go to like. I found myself in like mansion parties where people were like passing it around on like trays. Like people would walk around with like lines of
Damn.
coke cut on trays.
Damn.
Like they were fucking hors d'oeuvres. And it was fucking awesome.
Is that what the Coke world's like? You just start doing
Dude,
Coke
it's
and
like-
start meeting
You know what?
powerful people?
No, it's like it goes either way because
tight.
like I've done it that way, and I've also ended up in like a dive bar bathroom at 7 a.m. with some guy named Ace who's like trying to pitch to me his like app idea. You know what I mean? Like
God.
it really goes.
LA, just everybody's pitching something.
Oh, it's the fucking everybody's
Doing
like
coke and pitching something. That's why
everybody's
it's-
on all the time, but like not in a fun, cool way.
That's everyone's
On all
on
the
Coke.
time.
Everyone's on Coke.
And it's also I've never seen it like permeates every like level of society. Like I've done coke with dishwashers and I've done coke with like famous people. Do you know what I mean? Like it's across the board. Like
Yeah.
everybody
What famous people?
is on cocaine.
What famous people do cocaine?
You know who I did? It's not the most famous, but this is my favorite person. Is I did coke with Beans from Even Stevens.
Damn, I was just talking about beans.
I gotta be honest, he does not look good.
Really?
Oh my god, I didn't recognize him for a while because he looks like he's been doing meth for years. And so we're
Damn.
sitting there, we're doing key bumps in this dive bar in fucking North Hollywood, and I'm like, "You look really familiar." And he's like, "Yeah, you ever see Even Stevens? I'm Beans." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of town, dude."
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Beans is in trouble.
No, Beans.
He was the guy who'd be like, he would
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
I loved Beans, dude.
Beans was great. I
gotta-
think Goldberg got his life back together. You see
He
that?
did get his
Goldberg?
Turn it around.
Dude, he
The goalie
Did
from
you see-
Mighty Ducks.
Dude, he
Oh,
just had
yeah,
a
he was
post where he was like, "I'm celebrating 3 years of sobriety with a new set of teeth." I'm like, "Good for you,
Yeah.
Goldberg."
We're
Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah, like most hockey players.
Yeah.
True.
Need to replace those chomps. So
Yes.
you've been out doing blow, Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, it's been
Cool as the goddamn other side of the pillow out there.
damn right.
And then the goddamn Chinese flu comes along, and it's back
Back here,
home,
Back
baby.
here, baby. Yeah, dude. Nothing's going on. And it's like, you know.
Party time's over because some guy ate a bat.
Yeah.
Ruined
He
everything. dude.
munched a fucking
And
bat.
we have those
But
fucking
it's-
bugs. Don't forget about them.
Oh, those spotter.
Two-part effort. Yeah,
we don't get the
fucking
bugs.
spider
I haven't run into the
lanternflies?
bugs yet.
We got them pretty bad over here, dude. I did a number. I definitely went full USA on some lantern flies the other day.
Dude,
We
I've
need
talked to like
we
a
need a
few
camera.
like vegan fucking hippie people that are like, save the trees, save the birds, and they're like, fucking motherfucker, like
Yeah.
they curb stomp those fucking things.
I love it. They do.
They will American History X the shit out
Hey,
of them.
hey.
What?
Come on, man.
We don't glorify
Come
racial
on,
violence,
man.
dude.
Sorry, dude. I didn't.
Not everything's about Hollywood.
I didn't know.
Whoa,
dude.
whoa. We're about unity, dude.
Sorry. Turn it on you.
Yeah, we're fucking ready.
Turn it on.
You're in the hot seat, baby.
You're on the hot seat, dude.
I'm ready.
Mr. Hollywood.
No, that's what's up. I was super excited to have you.
Damn, that's such a funny thing to like. I know you moving home, I think is good. Fuck being in LA right now. Also, go to New York. If you know,
True.
do stand up, move to New York.
I was a fucking idiot. I was like, I went out to LA to like change and become a different person because I didn't like who I was here, and then all I did was just like you just double down on.
You just became a worse version.
Well, it's like the thing. It's like, you know, when you go to a new place and you try to like make friends, you kind of get thrown like the first lifeline that's like tossed to you. You know what I mean? Because you don't know anybody.
Can't imagine. I'm so autistic. That sounds like such a nightmare to go to a place where I don't know
Yeah.
anyone and be like,
Well, so you go
Hi.
out there. Yeah,
I couldn't do
so
it.
you go out
I
there
would
and
be by
like
myself.
you don't really like make too many friends, and then all of a sudden one person's like, I like to do cocaine, and you're like, oh, I can do that. I can totally fucking do. I'm great at that. You know, so it's like, yeah, you just sort of like fall into that trap, and I'm honestly I'm super grateful that Corona happened because it's like, you know, it's kind of redundant to say, but like your reality is your reality. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you're in the soup of it, like you don't even fucking realize what you're doing.
you want to do some coke tonight?
I mean, yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
was Beans the first person that approached
It's like,
you?
I'm just glad to get home and
Yeah.
get out of it. You want to do some coke? Yeah, I mean.
Well, I
for
mean,
sure.
that's the thing. Is like if you're like if it's not around, I don't care at
course.
all. But it's like, dude, the minute someone's like, "Want to do a bump?" I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. Sure.
Wow.
Coke's a tough. Coke instantly transforms the whole scene you're into like an episode of Shark Tank.
Oh, it's
everyone's just like, dude, oh fucking blah, blah, blah.
Sharks.
Dude, that's literally.
Hear me out on this network
That's
pyramid,
my
this pyramid
Coke.
marketing scheme.
That's that. That's my Coke stance. And also, I also noticed this is that when I laugh when I'm on Coke, I laugh like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas, where he's like, like that shit.
I had to spike, huh?
True. Lemaire, how are the levels? I'm glad you're off the junk.
Yeah, get off the junk.
Yeah, get off
Sweet
the
Lou,
junk.
dude.
You look
Come back.
filled out, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I put on 15 pounds since.
It's good. It looks
quarantine.
good.
Yeah, I don't look like I'm fucking dying anymore.
Yeah, it looks
It's nice.
good. You look, you're a handsome guy. Did you kiss any guys in LA?
I did.
Yeah, I had a feeling you might have.
I did.
You kissed a guy?
I kissed a guy. You know.
One?
Yeah, we were coked out of our fucking minds.
That's
we
what
were.
that's
we
what it
were-
That's
does.
what happens. It's
Listen up,
rumpus
listen
time.
up, people.
Well,
Yeah,
also, it's
listen,
like it's one
you
of
want
those
to go to LA? You want to be Mr. Cool? You're gonna end up kissing a guy,
On Coke.
and
Well,
then you're gonna have to move home.
Well, it was one of those things where it's like, you know, coming up in like middle school and stuff, like, you know, everyone gets their balls busted for something, and like I was always, you know, I was always the gay guy. That's you know, he calls me Gay Lou more than anybody, and I
never.
get more pussy than anybody in this scene combined.
Well, you go in as a Trojan
Yeah, you
horse,
do
dude.
coke with waitresses.
Yeah, time
It's not
out.
that impressive.
Time out. You're going in as a
You
Trojan
lure them
horse.
in.
Yeah, because if you tell a girl you're gay, they let you touch the boobs.
Right.
That's a cheat. That's a cheating.
And I gotta be honest, if you're trying to work on the douchebag, you know, part of you, never repeat what you just said.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's a tough.
I know. Don't worry.
So, you found a guy.
Oh yeah.
You're special.
Yeah, we were did a bunch of drugs together, and then we ended up sharing a bed because we were at a house party.
Nightmare, dude.
I did, and then I looked at him and I was like, "You want to make out?" And he was like, "I thought you were straight," and I was like, "Yeah, but I have to know." So yeah, so we ended up like making out for like 20 minutes, and our like stubble rubbed together at some point. And I was like, "Yeah, this isn't for me," and he was like, "Well, I applaud you for trying," and I was like, "All right, cool, good night," and that was it.
Nice.
Admire your bravery, dude.
That's a nice thing. Lemaire, what do you think of something like that? When you hear something like that,
I don't know.
tell me what you think. I want to know what's going through Lemaire Lee's head.
I immediately thought about the stubble. I was like, stubble would be my main concern.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be. I would more of a dick. The dick concern would be.
Oh.
No, that's. I'm sorry to do that. I shouldn't have brought up your sexuality. That was inappropriate of me.
Well, I appreciate when people are out and open. That's
Very
my,
honest about it.
Yeah, I like that.
You kissed a guy,
No,
and that's fine.
it was not. You know, it was also that's not something that I would have done had I stayed here. You know what I mean? I'm glad it's nice.
You could have
to,
got somebody here.
No, but it was just like, because in LA, it's like, dude, it's like everyone's like fluid and nothing matters. And,
Yeah. You can't build a family out there.
no, oh God, no.
You think so?
No, my mom was like, oh, maybe we'll move out, and you know, Cooper's my godson. He's like, maybe Cooper will grow up out here, and I'm like, I'm moving home. Absolutely fucking not.
So you did it for your family.
Oh, of course.
God damn, dude. So you need a Republican Supreme Court, dude.
You need a. Yeah, you should be praying for a Republican Supreme Court.
Dude, yeah. Out loud.
You need to knock off all this rumpus time out in Los Angeles. You need someone to say, quit making out with each other.
But no,
It's not right.
I do like that. I like when people are open, out and open.
Yeah.
I admire that.
You admire it?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a
Lemaire,
hero.
you ever kiss a guy?
I should be in the Supreme Court. Lemaire, you ever kiss a dude?
Like
What? That's a
I
yes.
thought
That's a
so.
yes.
I thought
That's an
so.
immediate-
I'd say yes. Not like a thing. Not like make out or nothing. Just like a.
Why?
Yeah, for a bit.
No, that doesn't count.
All right.
That doesn't count. Sean
Man,
Preston and I would make out for bits. That's not real.
Noah,
Noah?
Ask me.
I might ask you or that nose ring.
I'm not fucking gay,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
whoa,
yo,
whoa,
Noah,
whoa,
come
hey.
on, man.
Come on, dude.
Take it easy. That's those fucking dad jeans talking. Levi's, $20 down at fucking JT's. I got TJ Maxx and JC Penney's mixed up.
We say
Yeah, so I had to point at Lil
said-
to
Oh,
save
That's
it.
what I was saying. I was like, what
you
the
said
fuck?
down
Like
in
you, JT's.
I thought you were just...
That's how you get out of a mistake.
What you should have done is just fart right in the microphone.
Damn. We have fun. It's getting toasty in here.
it is. That is a man. What a tale. What a sordid affair.
It's important for people to know. Now, also, it's not like. Also, Lou is, from what I've gathered, my short times in LA, is pretty respected in the scene. Like, everybody's like, he's good. So it's not like you went out there and fucking failed at
No,
comedy.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
You know. It's
And Lou is good at stand up. I want that
Yeah.
to be known.
Thank you.
But you went out and you had a little too much fun.
Yeah. Well, it's also, it's like...
I'm just trying to make Matt laugh. I know Matt loves it.
Shane being stern is so fun.
But it's like that thing where it's like, I'd have a good set and I'd get off stage and I'd be like, why do I still feel like shit? And then it's like, yeah, it's because like you're not going back into a green room with like you or Six or Shane or
Yeah, of
Sydney.
course.
You know what I mean?
Of
It's like
course.
you want to,
Yeah.
what's the point of doing it if you're not doing it with your fucking boys?
True that.
Couldn't agree more.
You know?
That's why I was so. Had the same thought. I was out in Minnesota just eating dick after dick in a mall, dude. I lived in a mall for 5 days.
Did you live in there for real?
Unfortunately, no. They even kind of dicked me on that. Normally, they put you in the nice hotel in the mall. Got wind of that. I was out across the street in just a ridiculous
You were in the
hotel.
motel of Bangladesh?
I was in a bad motel.
Were you really?
No, it was fine, but it was one of those new hotels that's just like supposed to look modern, but it's just cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fine. What was nice is they had a shuttle, and I was like one of the only people staying there. So the shuttle was just, I'd be like, yo, will you give me a ride to TGI Fridays? He'd be like, hop in. He'd drive me across this big-ass parking lot. I'd go get hammered at TGI Fridays, call the hotel. I would call the hotel to get picked up a bit. Can you send the shuttle? They'd be like, all right,
Wait,
he's
you
on
just
his
get
way.
hammered at TGI Fridays alone?
By myself.
It's either, yeah, like that fucking.
And that actually,
stinks.
no. That actually ruled. I had a moment while I was walking through this fucking mall, getting drunk at TGI Fridays, all this, where I could either sit there and be like, fuck all these people, fuck these trash stores, fuck this, how dumb do you have to be in this, to just be like, this is actually awesome. This rules. Getting hammered by myself at TGI Fridays is cool.
Within the Mall of America.
Yeah. I had to
That's
think
awesome.
to myself, like, it's time for me to just fully embrace capitalism. Like the worst form of capitalism, which is franchises in the middle of America. And just, you have to embrace it. So I first night, Bud Lights to the ceiling, dude.
Sounds like a mystical experience.
It was fun, dude. I sat there, ordered a steak.
That's
It was great.
Dude, this
Fucking
sounds
tight.
like your version. This sounds like a white trash version of like drinking ayahuasca.
I had to travel out into the wilderness.
It's just you drinking Bud Light Tall Boys
Yeah.
and ordering steak at a fucking
Yeah.
TGI Fridays.
My
You're
new
like, you
name
know
is-
what? I get it now.
Fuck.
That's awesome.
But I'm dumb now. I could have had a good one there. I was going to give myself a Native American TGI Fridays name. My new name is Whiskey Glaze.
My name is My name is Light Bud.
But no, the Bud Lights were flowing. And also, dude, I tweeted it and it made me laugh. My tweets, I was bordering on like, look how quirky I am tweets, which
Oof.
I regret and I want to delete them.
I thought
but-
they were funny.
But I was hammered and I
were
was
funny.
at TGI Fridays and fucking on the jukebox somebody played Dragula twice.
Dude, I thought that was you.
No, come on. I was fibbing. Did I tell you it was me? I fibbed.
Oh, that's so
I'm
funny.
ashamed of myself for fibbing.
Dude, no.
Trying
no.
to make myself Mr. Cool.
You got to take ownership. If somebody plays Dragula, and it's like, who did that? I'd be like, that was me.
No, I was sitting there and somebody was playing it on the like play, so nobody was even getting up. You couldn't even identify. It was like
Fuck.
a game of Clue.
Billy controls
who's
the
doing it?
jukebox down the street from his house, and he'll put on like an hour of Kenny Loggins for like $5.
That fucking rules. I will listen. I would sit there
He's
and
not
listen
even
to
there.
Danger Zone for 3 hours.
Kenny Loggins rules,
Dude.
So you
Dragula?
stole Dragula Valley.
I did steal Dragula Valor on the phone with you, which I am truly regretful of. Spread out, me, probably like 5 different dudes. That's it in this TGI Fridays. Totally empty. Everybody just looking at their phones and just Dragula just blasting. Nobody. Yeah, it was social distance and everybody was just one guy by themselves.
That's awesome.
Dragula.
That's all it was. But it was social distance, but there was just groups of one.
It was all groups of one.
Business travel,
just
basically.
dudes.
Yeah.
looking at their phones. Nobody looked up once, and just Dragula blasting while people were drinking Bud Lights that were like 48 ounces.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was actually nice.
Well, Cusker, if you're gonna get drunk at a TGI Fridays in the Mall of America, what's the song you're gonna put on? What's the song you're gonna put on?
Dragula is actually
Dragula is probably pretty sick. I like when I go to a jukebox. I like to, if they have that Biggie Smalls album, put the interlude of him just having sex really loud. That's one of my favorite songs to put on.
Yeah.
Or I like to do Atlantis by Donovan,
Ooh,
because
what's
this is
a good
that
one?
song of a guy being like, in the olden times, the Atlantean people. They just talk about Atlantis for like 6 minutes, and then they go into a chorus. Dude, it's the funniest thing to put on a bar.
That's a good one.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
put on Donovan Atlantis is a really good one.
My go-to is Night Moves by Bob Seger. Just because everyone, like, because I've done it before and I, like, watch the crowd and, like, everyone just kind of, like, nobody looks at each other, but they just kind of do that thing where they close their eyes and they're like,
It's a genuine nice thing to do.
just
to
like,
put on some Night Moves by
forgot
Seeger.
about this.
True. That's
I
a good
promise Dragula is the one.
Well,
Dragula is.
Dragula
Well-
in that situation was so fucking fun. I should have played the Notre Dame fight song.
That'd be pretty.
That's why I do usually pick that.
That's fucking gay.
No, it's very funny. At a bar to
Super
just be like,
gay.
bam, 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 bam. Everyone's like, who the fuck put this on?
It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, putting on fights, college fight songs.
I don't know, dude.
Don't talk to me about gay.
I'm going to be rude and
More-
piss real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh,
More human than human would be anything by Rob Zombie rules. More.
He's so gay. He's so fucking gay.
Oh my god, dude.
What'd you think of his jeans?
Oh, so they're tight.
They were
But you
what?
can't make fun of his jeans, dude.
Why?
Cause he's fucking turning and twisting around, dude, with dudes in bed. You gotta wear pants that tight, dude.
Can't believe
I
can't believe our guest is gay.
Damn.
Dude, I'm.
He's just, that's how the younglings. That's how some of the younglings are now, dude. It's just like,
every once in a while, I try it out.
dude. When I was in gay school, when I was in social
Well,
work
let's
school.
switch. Where were we at, time-wise?
We're at 107.
You
Oh,
wanna switch over?
Switch to the page.
We're
Yeah.
gonna switch over to the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit! Before we do, we got Matt's coming back on the road, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Matt's doing stand up again. So October 2nd and 3rd, we'll be at McGooby's Joke House in Timonium, Maryland, a little
It's not.
north
It's
of Baltimore.
barely even the road too.
Barely even the road, but we'll get you out there.
True.
We are gonna get you out there.
Being takes ass.
Yeah, in Texas. So October 2nd and 3rd, and Lemaire's gonna come with us, and maybe even fucking Noah if you want.
Fuck yeah.
Magoo's?
I'll get you to a.
Mashup.
I'm gonna. Oh no, but I'll get you a hotel. You'll get you guys 2 twin beds.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Get the boys in there.
True.
And then we're gonna do a live podcast. I think Saturday night, the 3rd. So
Nice.
2nd, 3rd, we're doing stand up. 3rd, we're gonna do live podcast. 15th, 16th, and 17th, Helium in Philly. So that'll be good.
So
and I think
Helium's
that-
a live cast.
Helium's also a live cast. So the
So
3rd
McGoody's
and
and
17th, we're gonna have 2 live casts.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we can Patreon if they
I
suck.
don't care. So, no, yeah.
The 23rd and 24th, Hyenas Comedy Club in Fort Worth and Dallas. Now you're not coming to those.
I'm coming. To
Oh, you
Dallas,
are coming
yeah.
to those.
Not to the other
So
one.
Matt's gonna come with me on the 23rd and 24th to Fort Worth and Dallas,
I gotta go back. It's been a while since I've been to Fort Worth. I gotta
and
get back
then
there.
true. Oh
I
yeah,
went,
you're
I went there
rugby.
for a rugby championship back when I was in high school.
You
and
played
then,
rugby?
We're
hold on, Lou. We're
nationals.
doing dates.
Sorry.
And then the 10th and November 10th, I'll be at Zany's in Nashville, and the 11th I'll be at Huntsville, Alabama. So the 10th, I think O'Connor's is coming with. I think you subbed out for those.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna come, but I was like,
Let me know, dude.
they're during the week.
bring in a reliever whenever you want.
All right.
I'll fucking fire
Keep
O'Connor.
keep O'Connor on thin.
I
ice.
told O'Connor that you're back, dude. My number one running back's back. He's gonna be getting less touches. I told him he was a third down back. I was like, we're not gonna cut you. I basically give him a hard knocks talk. I was like, come into the office. We need to talk. I was like, look, I love the work ethic you're putting in. You're putting in a lot of hard work. We are going to sign Matt.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not. He just lost a majority of his touches. If you have O'Connor on your fantasy stand-up league,
This is like
move him to flex.
This is like
I was Ricky
this
Williams.
is like Any Given Sunday, where he's like
Pretty
O'Connor's Dennis Quaid and he's Jamie Foxx.
True. Actually, I'd say in that analogy, he's more of a Quaid.
He's
He's
more
my
Quaid.
long time ace,
Okay, all
Hall
right.
of Famer. He's coming back. I
Bad knee.
got O'Connor coming in there thinking he's
Yeah.
Willie Beeman.
My name is Willie
Yeah, he thinks he's throwing
Beeman.
around.
I keep the ladies creaming.
Hell yeah.
I love
We're gonna
the end of
slide
that.
into Patreon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the page. So come to those shows. Matt will be with me. It'll be great. Thank you.
Excited.
Let's take
Do
a
it. Yes.
short.
The Wild Wild West.
Hey, we're live. What's up, everybody? Sam Morrell, thank you for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
I mean, I hate to dig into what we were just saying, but you're absolutely right. The headset, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Oh, why'd I
com-
burn it off air?
I was the funny, just saying.
That's what everyone says now. You show up, they're like, save it.
I know.
Save it for the pod. But yeah.
Sam was looking at my headset. He said that just when you see a comedian with a headset on stage, you know a molestation story is going.
Yeah, it's going to get serious.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, man.
It's always something dark. There was another guy in the 90s. I forgot his name, but he was like, the first half was really funny. And then he was like, anyway, my dad was murdered. And you're like, what the fuck? But he had the headset. You knew something was coming.
It is. It does lend to like a gravitas towards the whole thing.
Yeah.
And here is the secret to life. And just pause.
Or like a self-help person where they're just like
Yes.
doing this a lot.
That's where I got remember, did you ever see Vanilla Skies with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
That's where this made me laugh of him just being like, you want to get fucking pussy or not? Thank you for coming, dude. I'm fucking pumped to have
I
you.
couldn't tell if that was a good movie or not.
When they broke out in singing in the end, it pissed me off.
Vanilla Sky?
Am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of not Vanilla Sky, Magnolia or something.
Yeah. Oh,
My
with
bad,
the frogs?
my bad. I'm thinking, yes.
Yeah, that was annoying.
That pissed me
And
off.
it was like a really good movie till then.
It was awesome, and then it just ended pointlessly with him singing, and I was like, this is fucking pisses me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. But dude, thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me, dude. I'm happy to be here.
Dude, it's funny. The first time I ever saw you, I was a pup in comedy. I was a young pup, and my friend Chris O'Connor was like, dude, Sam Morrill's going. It was in Philly. You were doing some show. I forget where it was. We just watched, and we are like, you know when you just start and you see a guy who like actually can do it, and you're just like, oh, fuck, dude.
Where was it?
It's in Philly. I forget. Some theater. It was like a, not a theater. It was like a theater, but it wasn't like a, it was like a. I
Like
don't know
a
if it was
black box type thing?
Yes.
I did a lot of those in Philly because they were easy. They were, easy to get to. Train is like
Yeah.
90 minutes. It's
Yeah.
People don't know. It's like right there. But
Yeah, I was a young.
I loved it.
I was a young comedy pup, and we were going, whoa, dude, that's so fucking cool. Dude, he has a whole fucking hour. This is crazy. All in 5 minutes, we're like, oh, dude, that's so fucking cool.
Oh, and then like if I look back at that hour, I'd be like, oh, I fucking suck. That's how it works. You feel good about it for a minute, and then
Yeah.
But then I don't like my new stuff either. It's like
Yeah.
it's tough. Like, how do you feel about your stuff?
I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm like the hour I'm doing now, I'll be like, this is great. And then I'll like, there's like chunks of it where I'm like, this fucking sucks. I need to cut this all out. But I get to the point where I just want to be done with it. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. I want to like release this and just go on to coming up with something else.
I know it's amazing how quickly it's like just a new relationship, and like at first you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, and then a few months in you're like, what am I doing?
I know what the fuck am I talking about. Yeah, I'll like laugh. I'll not even laugh. I'll be like, there's like certain things I'll say from it in my head. I'm like, you fucking loser, and I'm like, all right, come on, man, come on, let's get through the hour, brother. Let's get through the hour.
There's always that one chunk where you're like, fuck, why am I still doing? But you're doing it because you believe. You're like, it'll get better.
Yeah,
But you got to do it enough that you hate it, and then you're like, all right, I'll write new stuff.
it's time. Yeah, it's time
Yeah.
to chop this loose. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to do a special, I don't know, at some point, and then in the spring maybe, and then just.
You're like one of the few successful YouTube specials of recent.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
that
feel like
was-
there's not that had a moment, and then it was like it got oversaturated, and you, Ari, a few other people.
Dude, I was thinking for like maybe 40,000 views. So I was like, I'll probably get 40,000 on it. And then like I was like, I'll have to do a bunch of podcasts, promote it. And then like the first week, I was like, oh sweet, I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna sit back and chill.
I know. That
But-
is the dream, to be like no press.
Yeah, it's I thought I was gonna have to do it all, and whatever. But I always say people ask me, they'll like be like what should I do for like like my podcast? I'm like, dude, here's what you got to do. I was like, just get a co-host to become supremely famous, and I was like, that'll work for sure. that's what you do.
You got to be like an agent now. You're like, I think that guy's got the goods right there. Yeah.
True. But yeah, people. It's funny when they always get like really disheartened when I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. I'm like, you just find someone who's super famous.
You're holding up your end though.
Yeah, well, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, it is. I don't know, man. It's just people get spun out, man. Entertainment's the only like job I've ever seen where people make like as much as a doctor, and they're like, I'm a fucking loser. And you're like, dude, you're killing it, man.
Yeah, but if you saw other doctors like performing an operation, you're like, that guy's getting more likes than me on his operation.
True.
You'd feel like there is that thing about like, and also like we do badly more than like a doctor's like. I'm sure they fuck up sometimes, but like I've had like 3 bombs in a row. If a doctor fucks up 3 times in a row, I'm like, you got to get out.
Just coming home, like I fucking bombed on that brain surgery. I was dead.
It was an easy one. He was good, and I blew it.
The other doctor went on, he crushed, and I came on and just killed the guy. True, that's a fair point. Yeah, they don't have to deal with metrics.
I think just the comparing. We always compare, and like it's different than it used to be. Like, you know, back in the day, you'd be trying to get something on Comedy Central, and there'd be like one spot. You're like, this is the white dude spot. Mm-hmm. If I don't get this, I suck. And you're like, shit. Then I'm on a lineup with like Norman, Dan Soder, Phil Hanley, all these like killer New York comics, you know,
yeah,
Joe List, and but you know now it's like it's kind of wide open.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, it does. And it sucks too, because I will say in comedy, the product is your like personality. So people are like, yeah, not for me. You're like, fuck you, dude. It's not like you're just selling insurance. You're like, yeah, I don't really need that right now. It's like, yeah, I saw you. I'm good on you. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's not my act. That's me. They said my name. That's when it would hurt when you're like, they don't just like dislike you, especially when you told you like, oh, I don't just dislike his act. I don't like him.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, it's a weird. I don't know. It is. It is funny. People like talking about like the internet comments is always kind of people are always like, but it is an interesting thing because you do have to deal with like the way you're. I don't know how to put it, but that's the way you're like your body has like cells. There's just like a million comments about you, and you can start getting into them, and it is. I don't know. I think it is funny. It's a fun thing to like. I used to get real whacked out. I'd read them like just like fuck this guy. Fuck who the fuck is this guy? Now I'm like. You never can tell because sometimes it'll be something that actually is accurate, and you're like, "Fuck, that's actually true," and that's painful to realize. Then it's like you get like, "You suck, I love you," and then you get like opposing views that you have to somehow just choose. Like, which one do I actually believe?
I know
and
you're like, "Fuck, I am a dumbass with one eyebrow." He nailed it.
I know.
Shit. I know. Every once in a while, yeah, but you know. If you believe the good stuff, then you're crazy too.
I know. That's the problem. That's a problem, dude. I don't believe any of it. I just wait till I find something negative and I just feel the sting of that. And I go, that's enough for today. And I just go about my day and I go, fuck.
You got to also, I mean, I know comics who are like, I remember a comic friend of mine got this like great write-up in the New York Times. And I called him like, dude, this is amazing. And he was just like, nah, this is like right before they turn on me. Like he couldn't enjoy it at all. He was like, nah, they're going to fucking, this is like, they'll call me great. So it's like people are going to fucking be like, this guy sucks.
Yeah, or they're going to dig out some skeleton from my past. That'd be, yeah.
I don't think this guy has any skeletons. I think he's like pretty well liked, this guy, but he just like, yeah, I don't know.
Damn, dude. I was, I did want to talk to you about this. So you know about the Diddy stuff, obviously.
Sure.
Everyone knows
I was
about
there.
that.
It was great.
He sucked my dick. It was awesome. Diddy's now crying that it's unfair that the owner of Abercrombie is not getting as much. He's out on bail while Diddy is not out on bail, and he apparently I didn't get enough time to look into it, like the details of it. But he was apparently running like a sex trafficking thing in the.
I mean, you
UK.
can tell by the stores, right?
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You just walked in there, you're like, this should not be okay, right? These poor damn employees.
Well, they used to have shirtless teenage boys outside of their store while running I think it was primarily a gay sex trafficking ring. Yeah, which is crazy, dude.
In the open, base. I mean, I remember walking in there and being like uncomfortable and having to leave.
Yeah, dude. I remember I would like high school girlfriends be like, let's go to Abercrombie. And I'd like walk past like a fucking hot dude with his shirt off. You'd be like, fuck you, dude. Walking, like I'm not buying any of this shit. And it was like,
we were so mean to them, but like looking back, that dude was probably getting railed.
Yeah.
So we were in the wrong.
I thought they were getting a ton of pussy. Turns out, yeah, they were just like blowing old men.
They were the pussy.
They were the pussy. But yeah, it was crazy. That guy is apparently he was running a thing like Diddy. Where it's like all kinds of crazy manipulation and deception and sex trafficking and whatever.
But that's the way to do it if you're doing that, because you're like, well, this is so out in the open. You think I would just flaunt it if I were actually doing it?
True.
But then he was. Because Diddy was more like, it was more like a VIP vibe. Like you only,
Yeah.
And, of course, someone with all these celebrities, you wouldn't be doing something like this. The word would get out.
Yeah, true.
But you know, I don't know how it works if they had like NDAs or something there.
I think they just try to get dirt on you. I think that the deal is you try to get dirt on them first, and then you're like, I don't know, because that is. I'd be so nervous. Imagine if you were running like a sex trafficking. Like you were imagine if last night you just drugged.
I'm
like
already stressed. I can't imagine. I'm already like, fuck, I feel like shit. I'm on the road. I can't imagine like that guilt level where you're just like, fuck, I have a sex trafficking ring.
You like, yeah, you GHB'd the guy opening for you. You fucked him, and then you fucked like 4 ladies. And you just woke up and you're like, all right, I got to do a meeting for my fucking vodka. It's crazy.
Damn, yeah, what's going to happen to Ciroc?
I think someone else bought it. Yeah, I think someone
Is
else.
it tainted though? Because I did think of Diddy when I think of it.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I would drink Ciroc and have a good time thinking about Diddy having fun times. But now I'm just like, ugh. But no, I think some people try to say that was the whole thing to get him off of the board because they were saying like there were like liquor billionaires who didn't want him. He wasn't like playing ball. It'd be like liquor Ticketmaster being like, you're not playing ball, and they're trying to claim
You're not playing ball. You have a sex trafficking ring. Back in the day in like Hollywood, they would have morality clauses in the contracts for like these young starlets. So they'd be like, you know, a young actress would be like fucking a married guy, and they'd be like, nope, you gotta shut that down. We invested at you here at MGM or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, it's really funny how, you know, back then it was like, infidelity's bad. Now it's like, don't fuck kids.
Yeah, don't please. Yeah,
It's, you know,
please.
it's changed.
It does ruin it. It does ruin a brand. The Catholic Church was the only institution that was like their adherents were like, come on.
It's a branding error. I agree.
Every big company has some bad guys.
Subway. It's lost some luster.
It has.
And they could have gone with that Clay Henry guy. Remember Clay Henry back in the day?
No, who was that?
He was the other one. It was like Jared and Clay Henry. They brought in like a 1B character.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he got real big on burgers and fries, but now he's down to a smaller size.
So they
Clay
brought
Henry.
another guy in.
Yeah, he was a fireman too. Like he could have made them. He could have made him look good.
Loved his wife.
He was probably a good guy. But then, yeah, they went Jared. I mean, and look, we can't deny Jared had an impact.
He had the sauce.
in the story of just walking and eating. He's like, I walked to Subway and I ate sandwiches and I lost. And you're like, that's not true, but we all bought it because we were idiots.
I know. Oh, when he pulls those pants out, you're like, who can argue with that? That guy's pants were so much bigger. He was just circling school zones. Like a shark, dude.
That's how he lost the weight. Just getting his cardio and going from one kindergarten to the other.
Did you
Jesus.
see the documentary about him?
I haven't. Is it good?
It is. It's amazing.
I gotta watch
It
it.
is, dude. He was way more sinister than you think. Like he apparently. So the reason that the whole story broke, he went to a school assembly. He was going to assemblies in schools, and like at the height of his, prime or whatever. And he would talk to kids.
Like he's Barry Sanders in his prime.
But he was in a school auditorium, and he was with a lady who was the local news lady. And they did like a little speech. He was like, kids, you got to eat healthy, blah, blah, blah. And she was doing her thing. And then they went and sat down. He goes, God damn it, I'd love to fuck one of these kids. Just to the lady. And she was like, what? What? This is all according to her. She was the one who broke the story. And then
That was a heat check moment for him. He was like, man, I'm getting away with this for so long. Let me see. Because that's what they do. They like try. It's like serial killer shit where they're like, they'll go back to the scene of the crime. It's like that cockiness of getting away with it.
I mean, dude, yes, for sure. But it was like, it's such a weird thing to do because then I guess he was putting a feeler out for her because then this is where it's kind of suspect for her, but she was a journalist, so she was like, I want to kind of get, this is a huge story if this guy potentially really wants to fuck kids, or if he's just like fucking around and is the funniest guy ever to like just step down and like, I don't want to fuck one of these kids. But then she started like pretending to be his girlfriend, and they just drew all
Get
this
stuff out of him.
And I don't think she ever said she had sex with him, but she would be like, they would have like phone sex where she'd be like, what were you talking about? And he was like, I just think I want to fuck you. And he like admitted to doing it. And like his manager and him were fucking kid. Like, and then like it all culminates and she's having.
Okay, imagine finding you have that in common with your manager. That's such a weird. Because I was like, pump my agent's a Knicks fan. But like, I mean, you're like, you're into that? That's fucking great.
Yeah, it's a funny icebreaker to like see kids like, man, they say the funniest things. You see the switch on that kid actually? Like, yo, bro, I was actually gonna bring it up. You do really have to ease into that. Like, that's a good looking kid. Like, yeah, the kid's cute.
Yeah,
You're like,
if you were into that, you're
the
like,
kid's really cute. And you're like, I think that kid's really cute too. And you just eventually you're like, I'm so glad we met.
we should hang, yeah.
But dude, it all culminates in She has a birthday party for her own kids and uses them as bait.
Yeah.
And she's like, my kid's coming. I'm so into this. Oh my God. And he's like, I'm going to come fuck your kid at the birthday party. She's like, sweet, perfect. And she's working with.
So she has a kid.
Yes, I think she had like 2, and she was using them
God.
as bait, and she even went to the FBI.
He was using her for these kids. Worked both ways.
True, it's quid pro quo.
Yeah.
But she like went to the FBI like, dude, I have this guy on tape saying he fucks kids, and they're like, that's illegal. You're not allowed to record him like that. And that's why they set up the birthday party, and she had like a wire on and everything. She's like, he was like basically wanted a kid, which is monstrous on the kid's birthday, to be like, I'm gonna come to his birthday party after he opens his presents. And I'm gonna smash. And it was like, damn, bro.
That is a bad birthday.
That is a bad birthday. That's a bad man. And then,
Damn.
but yeah, eventually, like he kind of gets cold feet, but then they get him anyway. He like cops to the crime. He like, dude, he was a monster, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was that bad. He
Yeah,
was like,
I
he
mean-
claimed it was because he lost so much weight that then his appetite for food just like transferred to kids. That was his claim. He was like, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
When you lose weight like I did, you become hypersexual. And he's like, I just wanted to start fucking kids. Like,
Damn, so Subway really is bad.
yeah, Subway.
I mean, you're like, yeah.
He should have been blaming it on the hoagies. I'm like, those are fucking hoagies, dude. I never wanted to fuck
that
kids.
bread, dude.
Bread fucked me.
That's not real bread. I knew Subway wasn't to be trusted when they claimed that was avocado, dude.
True.
That was
some
that's not
bullshit spread.
avocado.
Yeah, it made me want to fuck you. Yeah, but dude, he got I like explained that documentary at like a fight. Like someone brought it up like jokingly, and I'm like, you know the real story. And I gave like, and they were like, people's wives were like, dude, please stop. I don't want to talk about it. This kid getting just battened down at his birthday party.
It is tough when you bring that to you gotta know the audience for that.
I know. It was like a nice campfire setting. We're all like sitting around. People were having like sangria, and I was like, he was gonna fuck a kid at his birthday party. And they were like, all right, that's enough of that. I was like, I'm sorry.
But it's tough because it's been pushed into the mainstream. Like it is a Netflix thing or HBO, whatever it's on.
yeah.
And so it is tough when you're like, you're just hanging out at like a nice little party. You got a skewer in your hand. You're like, John Benet Ramsey. You see that? It's crazy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it has been pushed in. Like the heinous murders they're like great. That stuff never ends. Heinous murder footage is like people love that.
It's endless. I mean, the CEO from fucking United Healthcare. You saw that yesterday.
Dude, what happened with that?
I mean, a guy with a silencer. Talk about bad branding. They got him in Starbucks right before.
What?
Yeah, they got him on camera in Starbucks ordering a coffee.
Yeah, true. What do you get?
I don't know. Definitely not tea.
Yeah, no.
Not a tea drinker.
No
You
way.
need some caffeine to pull out an execution.
Yeah,
I would think.
it's like a caramel macchiato. Well, maybe a refresher. Maybe he got like a watermelon citrus refresher. Just carried out he went to Starbucks before he murdered him?
Yeah, that's run with that if you're Duncan.
True.
Run with that story. Like, hey, we don't
We don't sell shit to guys like that.
like that. That's bad stuff.
That would be funny to just call it like murder juice. Like, yeah, get your murder. We don't sell murder
Well, they had
juice.
the murder ball, remember? Or the medicine ball. I'm fucking it up. That was, by the way, we're such idiots. We're like, it's a secret menu thing. The medicine ball when you're sick.
What is
It's
that?
just sugar. It's just like probably awful for you when you're sick, but it's like tart enough that you're like, it's helping my throat.
Wait, Starbucks has a secret medicinal beverage?
Yeah, it's called the medicine. Is it in the medicine ball?
They don't call it that anymore.
What do they call it now?
Something herbal something.
But it's just like lemonade and a shitload of honey, and it's probably just an insane amount of sugar. And you think it's helping because of all the honey, but it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go puke on a Starbucks counter and be like, I need the medicine ball.
It's yeah, that's you got to be pissed if you're Howard Schultz.
Bad for Starbucks. I mean,
Yeah.
they had their scandal. I think like 3 years ago, they like kicked a black guy out of there.
Oof.
Yeah, Starbucks. The
not
employee
good.
kicked the black. He didn't buy anything. He was having a business meeting. He's talking business, and they
But
kicked
they
it.
never kick anyone out. It's such a,
I know it was pretty nuts.
that feels personal.
It does feel personal.
I go in there all the time to pee, and I don't
Yeah,
get
dude.
anything.
I'm in there. You're in there. You're trying to sign someone up to a pyramid scheme. Like, get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you about a business opportunity. And they fucking kicked him out, and it was like a huge deal. It was in Philly.
Damn.
That Starbucks came under massive fire, and they had to come out and be like, the CEO has to come out and be like, we don't like that at all.
It's so stupid too because they did that thing years ago at Starbucks where they're like, let's have a talk about race. Remember that ad campaign they did, and we're like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
what are you doing?
Because they kicked out a black guy. They had to do it.
That's so stupid.
And now they have murderers. Yeah, that's what happens. They're like, oh, they're kicking out black guys? I'm going to get a coffee before I murder someone here. This is a perfect place for me.
Coffee it really is great.
Drinking a coffee and
It gets
murdering
you up.
somebody would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty nice. You see like heart rates pouncing as you go away. You're like, God damn, I shouldn't have had that second shot of
people-
espresso. That was too much. That was way too much, dude.
Yeah, I'm freaking out. No, I feel like just murdering someone would wake you up though.
True.
That would probably get your heart rate up. I also think, I was a little annoyed that New York's getting bad PR. They're like, told you New York's dangerous. I'm like, oh, we have to answer for this fucking psychopath?
Yeah,
I don't know
that's-
where he's from.
Yeah, and that's also not like, that's like a weird high level hitman crime.
That's
You know
what
I
they
mean?
say, but then it doesn't look that professional because they found him on camera. And if you're a high level hitman, you're not going to Starbucks before.
True.
That's a weird move.
True. Apple Pay. Right there. No, yeah. When I say high level, I mean just like killing a CEO is like a high level murder. You would think there was like some powerful interest behind it, or maybe it was just a psycho attacking. I don't even know that guy.
Who knows? I mean, it could be a guy who's fucked over more than a health insurance company. I mean, it's like, I feel like that's why Joker resonated with so many people, because in the beginning, he's getting fucked over by his insurance. So you're like, all right, whatever he does is kind of fine.
That's true. No,
I
that's
think-
true. You
I
get a
think-
surgery the day before, your thing lapses, and you got to pay fucking $90 million. You're like, you motherfucker.
We've all been on hold with an insurance company. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's where you lose it.
True.
Because, they always, I mean, and also it's like, it's a tough, that's a job I would not want. CEO, you're making a shitload of money at the expense of a lot of people who
yeah.
are suffering.
Yeah. And that's the whole point of insurance. You're taking in more money than you're paying out. So you have to you have to try to pay out as little as possible.
And it does feel like they're trying to fuck you sometimes.
They are. That they have to.
Yeah.
Their whole thing has to be, a lot of those places are like, they have like research about this. There's just like 40% or whatever of people, if you're just like, yeah, sorry, no, they'll just be like, well, I guess I'm fucked then. And then there's like another percentage of people who will actively follow up, but then you can be like, well, all right, we're going to sue you. And like, all right, I'm not doing that. So there's like only a small percentage of people will like know the steps to be like, oh, I got to get a lawyer now. Like nobody thinks about that or like can afford a lawyer.
And it's exhausting. They tire you out. If you're sick, you don't want to deal with making all these phone calls anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I think about it all the time, the ways they pretend they're hooking you up. I was at a dermatologist once and like, your insurance covers you like a free chemical peel. And I was like, why the fuck would I want a chemical peel? And they're like, well, you get it for free. And I was like, maybe I want one.
Yeah, maybe I'll take that.
It's free. But then they didn't cover the fucking medication I needed.
What?
So it's like they cover shit you don't need. It's like they know how to fuck you, is my point.
Yeah, they do. They're very good. Again, it's the whole point of their operation is to take in more money and pay out less. And they're supposed to pay you out if bad things happen. But the way they
Yeah.
can make more money is to not pay you out. And then if you don't know the steps, it's like, yeah, that guy's fucked.
This feels political now. We're like standing back and
telling
we're
you,
just
dude.
agreeing.
I'm telling you, we are,
Like,
right? Well, that's a great point.
is crazy.
That's a great point. I actually agree with that.
We do have to do something about these healthcare companies.
True. But yeah, that one guy, he did it. But
Not that much.
Yeah,
but
that's too much. That was too
something.
damn. That
Yeah.
guy's.
A silencer too is like, it also makes you realize how desensitized
Yeah, it's
we
pretty
are.
pro hitman, dude.
I
Silencer
feel-
too.
But you could just buy a silencer.
Can you?
I'm sure somewhere.
Wait, I
In
wanna get-
America, you're telling me you
Yeah,
can't?
true.
It's
That's
not that
true.
hard to get a gun here.
I thought they were. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess silencers aren't that illegal.
I don't know.
I mean, they have to be illegal. You can't wear a bulletproof vest. If a cop sees you in a bulletproof vest, you can get like they can stop you. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like if you're a CEO of a health insurance company, you should get to wear a bulletproof vest for a while.
true.
Like a little while.
That's how they say that's the best way to get away with killing somebody is opening the door, and as soon as they open, just blast them and walk away. Because you don't enter the house, you don't leave DNA evidence. But
Damn.
all the cities now are gridded with cameras. Like you really can't do that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like we're like close to living in like a Minority Report type of world where,
Yeah.
it's like, how are you? It's amazing when people get away with murder. Like that's why that John Bonet thing was so shocking. I was like, in my head, I was like, well, I wonder who did it. I forgot they didn't solve it.
Oh yeah, they didn't. Did
They didn't solve it. It's so shocking. You watch Forensic Files. I like the ones where they solve it too. I don't like the true crime where they're just like unsolved murders. It's so unsatisfying. You're like, there's a piece
Yeah.
of shit who got away. But then you watch Forensic Files and they're like, thanks to DNA, we caught this guy.
Got him every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, too, whenever I watch that, and they don't catch the guy. I'm like, he's definitely right outside my house right now. He's gonna fucking rape me and kill me. He's gonna kill me.
I used to watch those. They'd be marathoning them on the road on like headline news and just be like 40 Forensic Files on the road. I'd be watching, in some fucking motel on the side of the highway, just like opening my, like, oh, fuck, why am I doing this to myself? Opening that dumb little curtain. You see meth heads.
Yeah, I still get scared. I get scared in hotels all the time. I'm like,
Really?
yeah, like I'll just hear like someone else's door bang and I'm half asleep and I'm like, someone's in my room. And I just like I look around. I'm like, dude, you're such a fucking pussy.
I was leaving a hotel in Omaha a couple years ago, and there was a guy. It was like 4 a.m. early flight. It's like a 6 a.m. flight out, and there was a guy just sitting on the floor in the hallway, just like crying. Oh, and I was like, you just don't want to even see. You just like something bad happened.
No, man. Yeah, you don't want to see
Yeah.
that at all. That sucks. Would you just walk right by, just wheel your
Of course, I'm
wheel
not
your
dealing with
luck?
that guy. What do you think I'm going to chat him? What happened, buddy? Best case scenario, there's a dead hooker in that room. Something bad happened.
Yeah, true. Oh God.
Or
yeah.
a live one, and I don't know. Something bad happened though.
Yeah, Santa also was like, go in your room, dude. Don't fucking. That's what they're for. Go cry like everyone else does in your hotel room. Don't sit in the hallway.
I know the public crying is, and then like in New York, I don't mind it as much because that city's supposed to break you. But when you see it in like a smaller town, you're kind of like
Yeah.
something sinister just occurred.
Oh my, yeah, true. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man,
that
Ryan
sucks.
Hamilton, my friend, has a joke. It was like New York's the only city where you just see people openly weeping.
Do you
know?
see it a lot there?
Yeah,
I could see that. I did.
I guess other cities. I guess Philly too.
Yeah.
Boston. I think big cities you'll see it.
I did a month sublet in New York because I like thought about moving there like a long time ago, and I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I went right back to Philadelphia. I was
Really?
Like, oh my, I couldn't do it.
But how do the Philly to Austin is an interesting move because it's such a different pace, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I had kids. And once, like, when I had the kids, I'm like, I wanted to get out of Philly anyway. And then I was, like, thinking about moving to, like, the outside of Philly suburbs. I had this, like, it would have been a bad plan. I was looking at this, like, plot of land that turned out to be, like, a floodplain. It was bad. And I was like, I'd be an hour from every airport. And, like, there was no way I
yeah.
could do stand up there. I was like, I'll make it work. And then I was talking to Shane. He's like, you want to go to Austin? I was like, yes, please. That would solve all my problems. Thank you. That'd be the best thing ever. Because that way it's like a
Yeah.
decent quality of life and for like kids and stuff, and you can just do stand up every night if you want.
Yeah, the club is good, man. The mothership's cool.
It is good.
It's a good
Motherfucking
club.
ship. It's a
It
good
makes
club.
me a little nervous how many people are always there. I don't like to, because I want to do new stuff, and I don't want to just like, you see these people every few months for me because I'm visiting. I'm like, I don't want them to see me bombing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is-
I like to bomb in the shadows.
It's true. True. It is an intimidating green room too. And it's like it's just that long
lot.
oak table and there's 40 fucking people and it's like, yeah, I was silent for the first like 5 months. I would just sit there and just be like, "Ugh."
It's hardcore. It's like a weird health movement, but also everyone's smoking cigarettes in there.
I know.
I did the smelling salts.
I don't understand why.
I don't
people
know
do-
why I did it. Rogan's like, oh yeah, they're good. They'll help you. No one tells me not to put them right to my face. I thought I was dying because I've had allergic reactions
Yeah,
before, and I was like, and Joe's like, he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm like, God, I'm such a pussy.
No, it's ammonia. That's right. Your body you're just smelling ammonia. And I don't know why everybody does it.
I think I saw Josh Allen or some football player do it on TV, and I was like, oh, I should fucking get me jazzed up for a set. And
That's
then I
kinda
tried it, and I was like, yeah, if you're like a pro athlete, it seems kind of cool, but I'm not. I'm a whiny fuck who just was like, ugh.
There's better
Suck.
ways to get lightheaded. It's all. Getting lightheaded is cool, but it's like I don't understand. I see dudes back there just ripping them, and I'm like, dude, you guys just telling me you love smelling ammonia like that. Like, just fucking drink some coffee. Do anything else.
Coffee's the move.
Yeah, do anything.
I
dude.
saw a bartender once say to someone, she goes, do you have any Red Bull? He goes, we don't carry Red Bull. You want caffeine buzz? We'll give you coffee. And I was like, wow, the way he said it was so cool.
Oh, shit.
I think about it all the time.
Just
coffee.
gatekeeping the caffeine buzz.
Yeah,
He's like,
fuck Red Bull.
bullshit out of my fucking face. I
I
drank
do-
a Rockstar last year because I was like tired and I was like, I was at the Super Bowl with Shane. I was like, I don't drink that much, so I was like hungover from the day before. I'm a total pussy. I'm
Oh,
like,
with him, it's impossible not to be hungover.
dude, I was dying.
You can't be a casual drinker around Shane. You can't have, you either are sober or you have 14. You can't have two.
There's no middle ground. And
Yeah.
that night I had like a lot, and the next day I'm just struggling. I'm like, ugh. So I was like, let me get a Rockstar, dude. I felt like I was on meth. I drank like half a Rockstar, and I was like, I gotta go home, guys. And I was like laid in my hotel room, like, oh, I felt terrible.
Oh, dude, I hate them.
I wish somebody stopped me and said, "You want a fucking caffeine buzz? Have a coffee." There's shit in that stuff. I don't know what it is.
Even gas station coffee, I like. I just like coffee. I like the ritual of the coffee, the energy drinks. I remember drinking, when you're a young comic, barking and stuff. It was, I need energy. I'll drink a 7-hour energy, and I'm like, even then, you're like, this is. We haven't heard from them in a while. Lord knows what the fuck was in that shit.
Oh
you know?
yeah. The 5 hour when they do the shot real quick.
But then it turned into like 7-hour.
Oh,
It was
really?
like that something about Mary scene where he's like 6-minute abs, and he's just like, "What if someone did 5?" And he's like, "No." But they went the other way.
Damn,
just
so they
kept
bumped
adding.
up 7-minute energy.
Yeah, that shit. I think it was 7. Wasn't it 7-hour energy? I think they kept bumping it up.
That makes sense. It's also it is funny to just like the term energy just got like appropriated into being like you're just like hitting yourself with stimulants. It's like, no, I have energy right now. It's like, no, dude, your fucking brain's wired on stimulants.
Yeah, well, I was listening to your podcast where you're talking about just sleep and how important sleep is. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, we'll do anything but the thing we're supposed to do.
I know.
Sleep is the thing.
Dude, I fought it for a long time because I would get into coffee. I'm like super sensitive to caffeine, so if I drink caffeine in the morning, I for real have 7-hour energy. I'm like,
But do you take
wired.
naps during the day ever?
If I drink caffeine, I can't take naps.
Same.
So what I try to do, I like just white knuckle through a morning. Then I won't have coffee, but I will take a nap in the middle of the day, and it's like, dude, you feel so good.
I've never been able to do it.
Oh, I love it.
I
dude.
can't. Sometimes I'll be so tired that I just fall asleep early or something. But like I can't nap. I drink too much caffeine.
That's the problem. If I have caffeine, no nap, or I'll take a fucked up nap where I wake up like, oh, like, oh fuck. But it's like, yeah.
How about the melatonin stuff? I hate that shit.
Dude, I tried it, and then someone told me it shrinks your balls, and I'm like,
Really?
They hit me with the yellow 5. They're like, yo, you hear that stuff shrinks your balls, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I was taking it on the road.
Why does it shrink your balls?
I don't know. Andrew Huberman said it. Someone said
Really?
that Andrew Huberman said that, and I was like, all right, fair enough. I'm not fucking. He's got to be right. He's got to know about that.
He seems like he knows a lot of stuff.
He's using them, bro. So he's got to know. He's using his
Yeah.
balls a lot, so that guy knows. He's keyed in on the fucking ball research.
Yeah, the melatonin gives you nightmares. I feel like
Yeah, you get. I would take it. I started fucking around with it on the road because I'd be like, I'd be in different time zones, and I get off stage, and as soon as I get back to my room, just swallow melatonin, wishing it was just cyanide, just right in my throat, and I would like sit there and read a book, and all of a sudden you do get like really heavy.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken it before?
melatonin.
Yeah.
I have like a powder. This stuff I try sometimes called Beam, and it's like it's got all kinds. It's got magnesium, all this stuff.
Podcast sponsor.
Yeah, they send it to me, and they sponsored the pod.
I had it too.
And I was like, I started buying it because I was like, get me some more of that. They're like, they pulled their sponsorship. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it like an
Yeah, you
adult.
strung out like Elvis, dude.
Yeah. But but I would get nightmares. I would wake up like sweating, like what the fuck? I have nightmares every night, and I'd be like, that can't be good sleep.
No, yeah. That's, I took it one time, like, I was like, I'll just take it at like fucking 6 p.m., just get like ready for this sleep. I didn't realize how hard that shit hits you. I did the same thing, the Beam powder. And I was like getting something for my kid, and I was like, what the fuck? And it just like hit me out of nowhere, and I was like, oh shit. But yeah, it does. The melatonin works, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just.
But does it work? Because they're
Yeah,
like,
are you
we're not
getting-
feeling refreshed, right?
Yeah, I was like tracking. I was like psycho tracking my sleep at the time, and I would get like more deep sleep from it. But
Really?
Yeah, but it's like addictive, dude. Then like next thing you know, every night I'm like, I should take a little melatonin tonight, and I was just like, but I've heard that it's not when they say like 2-3 milligrams, 5 milligrams, it could be like anywhere from like 25 to 1. Like it's
What?
way off.
How the fuck do they get away with that?
I don't know. It's like who the hell's going back and forth and like analyzing it. So, and they could say like these products in like tiny print, like may or may, but I've heard that. That's also from the Hughes.
I hate tiny print.
I know it's fucking.
So they fuck you.
It's fucking bullshit. But
they
yeah,
fuck you every
apparently
time.
Hughes is way against the melatonin. And then I heard the thing about like being 20 milligrams. I'm like, whatever. And he's like, it shrinks your balls. I'm like, that's say less, brother. I'm off
Are
it.
smaller balls that bad though? Who cares?
Yeah, but you don't want to get them shrunken. That's the problem. It's like, what the fuck? It just anything that can shrink your ball. It isn't that big of a problem when you think about it. But like, just having them
Yeah,
shrunken.
your dick's looking a little bigger.
That's
you know?
true. That's actually,
There's some stuff going on.
You're sleeping great.
You're sleeping well.
Yeah, it's not a bad point.
But there is something about them being. It feels less manly, I guess. Big
it's-
balls is a good thing. That's what they say.
Yeah, exactly. And it just there's something about it, something you're eating shrinking your ball. Like, dude, the yellow 5. As soon as I found out about that, I was terrified back in the day. Like, yeah, you know that shit.
What's the
shrinks.
yellow 5?
Never heard yellow 5 shrinks your balls?
What's that?
It's just a food dye. It's like the yellow 5 food dye or whatever the fuck it was called. But they were like,
You're
bro,
best off just eating as naturally as possible. But like that's the thing. Like when you travel for work and you're waking up at weird hours, like you're eating weird.
Yeah.
You're sleeping badly. Like it just adds up. You
yeah,
just
she's usually shitting, not the best either.
a bad gas station shit. There's something about that where you're like, all right, there's something dark.
Yeah, especially the worse the bathroom looks too. Just shitting in it, you're just like, dude, how did I get here? This is terrible. Someone definitely just shot up.
Oh, everything's like a little less healthy when you go. Like in New York, you can eat pretty healthy, but then the diner's been destroyed in New York because the rent is so damn expensive. So you're like, did I just spend $22 on 3 scrambled eggs?
I know.
It's insane.
That's-
But then you go on the road and just the little things that you don't think about where you're like, all right, they put like a fucking bucket of butter on my toast.
Yeah.
This is like the hash brown's a little crispier. Everything tastes great, but you're like, man, I don't have the energy I had after this meal that I normally have.
No, dude, I'm almost pre-diabetic now. I was traveling a lot, eating out. I thought I was pretty healthy.
You look healthy. You look
Pre-diabetic.
like a gym guy.
Dude, I was working out and everything, but I was eating so much food when I was like, it's like, dude, I'm like getting the restaurant.
Because you need something. You need a win on the road. Sometimes you have a bad set or something, or you're like just like the anxiety.
You need to do I need to do something somewhat self-destructive, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
and you don't drink, and you don't
I
do
don't
drugs.
really drink, and I have not cheated on my wife, so I'm like, I'm left with nothing but overeating. So I'm like, well, I have to overeat, so I would
Damn.
just pig out, and like, I can't.
That's
believe-
for all the vices you have, though. As long as you don't go diabetic, but like that's not the worst vice.
Well, now I get to reverse it. Now I get to have a health journey where I can be like, guys, I was at 5.7 A1C. Now I'm going to try to get down. I kind of was happy to learn about that. I was like, oh, cool. This is like a cool thing now.
it's another chapter.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something I can do, and if I can actually get it down under control, that'll be kind of fun to be like, I got mine down. 5.7 is the beginning range of pre-diabetes. Like I'm at the door. I'm on the doorstep.
Damn.
My dad has
Don't
type
go
2
in.
diabetes. I know that's, but no, I
Your
haven't.
dad is type 2?
Oh, yeah.
Is he overweight or no?
He's like lost. Yeah, he's got like a beer belly, but he also like, dude, I worked with him for a while, and he was out demolition, and we would, on the way home from work, he would drink a milkshake every day.
Yeah,
That's how
that'll
he
do it.
rocked. It was like 4 soft pretzels and a milkshake every day on the way home. And I'm like, dude, I'm just eating too much rice. How the fuck am I pre-diabetic? This is bullshit. This is fucking nonsense.
A milkshake. I haven't had one of those in fucking forever.
Dude, I've never seen anyone do that, because we were doing a thing where you burn steel, and it was I forget that galvanized steel, so it's coated in zinc, which, like, I don't know, protects it against rust or something. So when you burn the steel, there was this thing, they'd be like, yeah, you got to get your calcium. So it's like calcium somehow traps zinc. This was all like
So that turned into a milkshake.
yeah. Then he was like, we need milkshakes. It's like, so we can stay
This will
healthy.
help. McFlurries will help us if we. I think the last time I had one, we had Bill Burr on our podcast, and it's a drinking pod. So we were like, Norman's like, he doesn't drink. We should do. He likes milkshakes, and I'm like, all right. So we're like, we got to get Bill Burr in a good mood. So it was like milkshakes and cigars was the trick,
That's kind of nice,
and
actually.
it was a fucking great combo.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, of course, two nice things. Of course, they but
Yeah, but-
they don't always work together.
They never. I don't think anyone besides my dad actually does milkshakes and a cigar.
It was nice.
That is awesome. How do you like that?
He was in a good mood.
Nice.
We were. He, you just don't want to rattle him. He's Bill Burr. So
Yeah.
But at first we were like, he was like, this time to this time, I have a heart out, like whatever you need.
Yeah.
We had a friend waiting in the hallway to do the next episode. And then at 4:15, his out was 4. We were like, we got to get out of here, right? He's like, no, I don't. He's just like hanging out. We're like, all right. I got a text from Mateo Lane. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's Bill Burr,
Yeah, that would suck, just absolutely drawing his ire and just having him just being like, fuck you.
You fucking asshole.
How's your milkshake, Bill? I just wanted you to have fun.
If you want to piss him off, just tell him the Patriots Super Bowl doesn't count, where Marshawn Lynch should have run it.
That's a good point.
He screamed at me for like 15 minutes straight.
Really?
Yeah.
You could get him on the vax too. He's super
Yeah.
super freaked out on the vax. That'd be fun. But you got fucking vax. You bitch. That would
That would
get
piss him
anybody.
off.
Yeah, that would get anybody.
I'm not looking to piss him off.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I would never call him Bill Feisber. Piss him off. But no, I would not want that guy on my ass. That would suck.
No.
You know what we could all use a little more of? Getting off asses. They didn't fucking fix that typo, dude. They had the same typo last week. Getting off asses. Forgot to put getting off our asses. Fuck! Fix a typo! With bold flavors and a crisp, refreshing citrus kick, Mountain Dew gives you that extra push to get moving and feel like you're on top of the world. A world where the sun's always shining and your crew's ready for action. And unforgettable adventures are just around the corner. Call out your favorite flavor. Still classic. I'm going classic right now. Code Red sometimes if I'm getting freaky, but right now just getting the Mountain Dew Classic. Verbiage to use. Great tasting, refreshing, has a citrus kick, variety of flavors, bold flavors, helps you connect with others, is a treat, helps you celebrate, helps you express yourself, helps you take a break. Are you guys not convinced yet? You just read all those fucking words? Helps you connect with others and express yourself. Talk about what game and activity you play with friends. Dudes, look. Yeah, I've told you guys 100 times. I don't know why I got to keep talking about what I do. That's my personal life, what I do with my friends when we drink Mountain Dew. But lately, guys, we play a lot of games, but lately we've just been skipping all the games and just straight up hooking up, all right? I'll be honest. Me and my friends have been hooking up after we drink Mountain Dew. The mountain is calling and you should answer. Grab your friends, grab an ice cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the fucking do. All right. Does Blue Chew work? If you're asking that question, we want you to know that Blue Chew is putting their money where their mouth is by giving you a month free. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in a chewable form. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part? It's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises, like a job interview. Again, guys, they want a personal endorsement. I haven't taken them. My dick gets hard as fucking hell, but I'll let you guys know if I start to hate my wife to the point where my penis doesn't work. Right now, I love her, and my penis gets hard for her when I see her naked vagina. Blue Chew wants you to have the confidence to perform at your best, so discover your options at BlueChew.com verbatim. Blue Chew wants men rock hard. They told me. That's the mission. They will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our audience. Try Blue Chew free. Just pay $5 at checkout when you visit BlueChew.com. Well, $5 shipping, so sorry, that'll throw you guys off. You can try Blue Chew for free. You just got to pay to get the Blue Chew to your house when you visit BlueChew.com. That's BlueChew.com to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 200 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Make your holidays bigger and brighter with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. You can now win up to 200 times your money on Prize Picks. Join now because this holiday season, Prize Picks is giving away 2 free picks in December. And they're giving away $30+ million in rewards during Picksmas. Damn, I hate they made me say Picksmas. Think James Cook will get more than 60 yards next week? Ooh, or Joe Burrow pass more than 1.5 TDs? Wow, I didn't think about Joe Burrow doing that many TDs. Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this football season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. I mean, guys, how nice is that? Just getting in on real money sports action. I mean, I just love thinking about James Cook and Joe Burrow doing 60 yards and 1.5 TDs. I can turn that opinion into real money on real sports action. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code DRENCHED to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DRENCHED on the Prize Picks app to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. The holidays are about connecting with loved ones, and there's no better way to do that than with a digital picture frame from Aura. Wirecutter called it the best digital photo frame. That's so fucking crazy at the Wirecutter nod. And it's easy to see why. You can upload your favorite pics of family to one frame and relive all those happy moments again. Or share the big news, like a new edition maybe? What pictures do you and your family love sharing? It could be cute selfies, vacation pics, or funny photos. I mean, that is really nice. I love the show. I try to get dressed up really cute and show my wife and say, hey, check me out. Do you want to suck me or fucking what? Who are you going to give this gift frame to? Definitely my mom. I'm going to give this gift to my mommy. And if that's not personal enough, you can even upload a video message to play on the frames as soon as they plug it in. So the first thing they hear is your voice and how much you love them, or the ISIS beheading video you want to send your mom. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames by using promo code MSSP at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code MSSP. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions do apply. That would fucking suck. Dude, you were talking about bathrooms. I read a thing today saying now they're saying you got to check if you're at like a public bathroom, you got to open the thing and look into the toilet roll because people using like IV using like needles for drugs, heroin or whatever,
God.
are taking their syringe and just like sticking it using that paper towel roll to like clean off the needle. And he showed a picture and it was just like little poke holes with just blood, like little like blood spots everywhere.
That sucks because you already don't want to shit in a public restroom.
I know, dude.
And now you got to worry about a needle.
Dude, yeah, for real. And I don't know why the guy was like, women should be more concerned than men. It's like, all right, I'll take it. But it's like, yeah.
No, I'm not
apparently-
thrilled either. What the hell?
But it's like, dude, yeah. So I don't know what the rationale. Maybe vaginas absorb. I don't know. But it's like,
Well, I'm doing the tour bus for the whole thing, so it's a lot of public restroom shitting.
yeah,
Because you're like, you can't poop on that bus.
yeah.
You're not
exactly.
allowed to. So next day, either the rec center, we go play a little ball, or we,
That's kinda nice.
Go to get you poop there, or
Check.
you poop at the.
Yeah, open the thing and just look. Even if you don't see blood, but if you see little poke holes, that means people were cleaning their needles off. And maybe it's some internet bullshit, but I saw the picture. I was like, that actually does make sense.
It bugs me too that these like heroin addicts are like worried about germs.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like fuck, just do heroin,
Yeah,
you
be
fucking
a fucking
pussy.
Be a man. Also, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you're worried about germs. You're taking the toilet paper roll. I'm like, let me clean this off.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
annoys me.
Yeah, it was funny in Philly when they gave we had like there's like I'm sure you've seen the thing of like Kensington Avenue where it's like just K&A and there's guys like everyone's standing outside. Did you ever see like that shit on YouTube?
What is it?
In Kensington Ave in Philadelphia, it's like one of the biggest heroin markets, like I think in the country. It's like Skid Row. It's not as big as Skid Row, but it is just the people outside, tents, like zombified, standing out there.
It'll shock you. This country, man, like every downtown now has that.
Yeah, except for Irvine. I was just in Irvine recently. They have 0 homeless people.
They got rid of them all.
They do.
Yeah.
In Irvine, they offer you a bed, and if you say no to the bed, they put you on a bus, and they're like out of here to LA. I swear that's their policy.
Yeah, Rudy Giuliani did that back in the day in New York.
Did he really?
Yeah, they got rid of the homeless people.
They just gave
Sent
him
them on a train.
to where?
I think to the West Coast.
Damn.
So he probably sent them to Irvine, and then they were like, "You go back that way."
Get the fuck
That's probably what happened. Yeah, no, that's even in like downtown Salt Lake. I was, you're walking by, like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Everywhere.
Yeah, but dude, it's funny in Salt Lake. I was there at a farmer's market like last year, and I was talking to this guy who was like, he was campaigning for mayor. Yeah, I think he had been mayor before and stopped. He's like, they need me back, and I was like, the park was beautiful. I was like, dude, this is awesome here, and he was like, well, yeah, there was homeless people here, and like they got cleared out right before the farmer's market, and I was kind of hitting him with like, that's what's up, and he was like, no, it's actually an injustice, and this is why I'm running. I was like, oh shit, my bad. I was like, fuck, my bad, dude. He's like, it's really sad. They took the prescription medication and kicked him out, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, but look at these avocados. This is such a nice.
I did hit him
market.
with that. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to be honest, dude. Though it is way better. I was like, just on a level of just enjoyment. It is kind of sweet that they're not here right now. And he was like, whatever.
He wouldn't give that to you.
He was just kind of he was just kind of like, all right. But I was like, bro, I was like, it's nice you're defending them. From getting their tents taken out. But I am, and I think it'd be sad if I saw that part. But the aftermath is nice.
It is weird too that these tents are being used for that. Like, the guy who designed the tents were like, "This is good for camping. You're going to go on a nice thing," and then you just get people with needles. Like, oh fuck.
That's true. You would think, yeah, the thing about like the love of nature and you're out, you're like hunting and living off the land. It is mostly just like emaciated human beings like selling each other for sex and
It sucks, man, and it's
dying.
getting
A lot of dying in them. A lot of people
Yeah.
dying in those tents.
it's getting worse, man. You go around, you just find areas where you're like, there are so many people unwell that you're like, yeah, it's not going to get better anytime soon.
No, dude. And imagine nobody's getting really born. Is anyone born into homelessness now, or do they just like, what do they do with you then? I guess they take your kid.
Yeah, I guess. I
didn't think about the
You don't
homeless
see a lot of
babies.
homeless kids on the street.
You don't, just the adults.
Yeah.
I think they take you if they see you as a homeless kid. No Oliver Twist. If they see you as like a young homeless kid, I think they're like, get the fuck out of here.
I would hope.
Because I'm just waiting, because if that becomes like a permanent class in America, that's what I'm kind of like seeing, like, where do they go from there?
Yeah, they
know
have
what
a
I
new
mean?
thing that Demolition Man predicted everything, and it's like the sewer people. That might be next. You're like, fuck, all these.
Well, there are people who do live in like little catacombs and under bridges and stuff. And I heard Germany now, they have a crack epidemic in Germany. It's crazy. Everything, nothing goes away. They just come back. Now Germans are dealing with like a hard like 1980s crack epidemic.
Oh shit! Like
They're all
it sounds
blazing
so
rock.
vintage to
I know.
us, but
I
yeah,
know.
to them. Crack in Germany. And that was like the one place in Europe I didn't go, and I was so bummed because I feel like Berlin is supposed to be sick, and
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah, I was bummed I couldn't make that one work.
How is stand up in Europe? They all speak English.
amazing,
Is it
dude.
fun?
You know, it's funny. My worst set I killed last year in London, and then this time I just was like, I think it was my worst show there. You know, I hit like Belfast, Dublin, Paris wasn't amazing. I mean, the city's amazing. Just like the stand up is it's whatever. Paris is meh. That's my no. And then what else? Oh, Amsterdam, Copenhagen, Stockholm, and Oslo were all incredible.
That blows
Incredible.
my mind. They can all like listen to stand up. I just assume I'm like, there's no way these guys.
You would have a lot of fans over there.
That's crazy.
It's amazing, and they're.
That's nuts.
It's look, you know, some places like blow you away. You're like, wow, I moved more tickets than I expected here, and then some you're like, man, it's a light show, but even the light shows were pretty damn good.
That's awesome. I guess they're pretty happy. You're in another, they're in another country and like,
fucking beautiful.
yeah, just some fucked up.
But it is
bullshit
funny when you
country.
run into a fan on the street that like out of there. I saw a guy in Dublin, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're here!" I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And he goes, "Are you doing a show tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I think there's still a couple tickets available." And he was like, Like I was like, oh, he's not going to come. Like, what are the odds I run into a fan an American fan in another country, and he's like, nah, I'm good.
I know.
I was like, wow, all right.
All right, dude, that's cool. Yeah, that would be cool to be in another country. Like, oh, that's crazy. People are like, hey, man, what's going on? You're like, what the fuck?
They do a double take because they're like, why are you here?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, have you done Australia yet?
I did. I opened for Shane in Australia. It's
pretty cool.
It was cool. It's just the flight is fucking
It
brutal,
fucks you up.
dude. It fucks you up for like forever.
The way back fucks you up worse.
Yes.
Like
Dude.
going there, it's like I just drugged myself.
Yeah.
Just a few muscle relaxers, a couple glasses of wine. I'm like, I'm fucking good
Yeah, I'm
out.
alright.
But then on the way back, I was like, I'm bad for like a week.
I was fucked up, dude. I had kids. That was like when they were really like even younger. So we did a show the last night, got home at like maybe 2 or 3, woke up at 5 for the airport. I don't think I really even slept. And then I can't really sleep on planes that well. So if I slept on the way back, maybe for an hour or two, and I was awake for the most of it, and then got dropped off at the Newark airport, and then had to drive. This one was in Philly. I was awake for basically 24 hours, and then had to just drive from Newark to Philly.
Oof.
And to my wife, who was like, "Finally, you're back," all that shit.
Yeah, you don't walk into a happy room there either.
No,
I see that with Gary because who I tour with, he's got a family and I don't. So I'm seeing he's like, she's like, you didn't FaceTime me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just fucking.
Dude,
I'm having a lower pressure.
You watching your kids cry through FaceTime while you're in a hotel room while your wife is just like huffing
Yeah.
it's hell. It's the fucking worst. Like, and you're sitting there like, hey guys, trying to tell you, well, maybe you should talk a little nicer. Maybe it's terrible. It's really bad. It's one of the saddest things of like when you travel for stand up. And then eventually, as they get older, it becomes a little better. But like when they're like little and
And you feel powerless.
Oh, you just feel awful, dude. And you're like, why am I doing this? This sucks. But, then you get it. But then the thing I always tell
But it's a
myself.
good example to work too, for your kids. Like you're doing
That's the thing.
You followed your dream and it worked out and your kids will see that when they grow up. And that's a cool thing too.
That's what I tell my kids. I say, guys, I know you don't like when I go away, but if I were to stay here and do another job, I would kill myself. So do you want me to kill myself? You guys want your father to kill himself? Because it would be your fault.
We got you a babysitter. His name's Jared Fogle.
But it is true. You do have to. There is like, because I'd be like, I should be around more. But I know if I had like a job that I hated, I would just be miserable in the house. So it's like, what's better, having, kind of someone who's traveling a little bit and happy in the house, or someone who's there every day, like, oh.
And you got this going, so you have other things going on. I think you said a good. I hear it more from female comics because I think women are expected to be like the mom should be there. The mom shouldn't be traveling. And I know some female comics who have babies or young kids, and they're just like, Rachel Feinstein's one of my best friends, and she was like, if he could go to work like whenever, he could do like all these 24-hour shifts. I leave for like a spot. They're like, they treat me like I'm Casey Anthony, So it's like,
when the baby's really young, it is like a biological reality that they do need the mom. Like they need the mom more. I mean, you can bottle feed them and stuff like that. But yeah, the mother guilt is like 50 million times worse. And yeah, you are judged.
you were in there. You were in her.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's that,
Yeah. There's a connection. Yeah, it's a real connection. There's actually now I've read in Sweden, man, the headlines really working in my favor today. They're actually applying to everything. But there's a movement now called soft girl. There's like soft girls now they're called. So like there's women who are now rejecting the workforce and being like, no, I'm a soft girl. So you're either a boss I was like, what is the fuck's it called? It's
This
like
is in Sweden.
soft woman. Yeah, they call them soft women because you're either a boss lady or a soft woman. And now there's people embracing the soft woman lifestyle where they're like, yo, work sucks. I'm becoming just like a pure stay at home soft woman.
Well, that it would originate in Sweden because they're just so fucking liberal there. So it's like
That's what
where
happens.
that's where they'll try out. It's like this is what we'll try out the liberal idea, and if it takes flight, it'll move over to like the other Scandinavian countries, then make its way here.
Yeah.
But like that's where you debut it. You
Well,
know?
I think they went, well, that's more, there's more like liberal boss ladies. If you're like a boss lady was like, I'm going to kick ass at work. Don't even ask me to do anything around the house. It's fucking bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But now there's a lot of women being like, yeah, this kind of sucks having a job. Like, it's not as cool as I thought.
Yeah, I think, a lot of people, they identify as what their job is.
Yeah.
They're like, that's how they describe themselves. I'm a this.
Well,
you
that's
know?
my thing is like, if you're in a 2-income household and your husband makes enough and you're still working, that's when I start to question. I'm like, dude, it's one thing if you're like running a fucking company, you're a boss lady, but when like women are like, I choose to work and they're like a team associate for like Verizon, it's like, fucking why?
But what if there's like a prenup and the marriage doesn't work out? Then you're kind of just like relying on him forever.
That's
know?
true. That's true. And then he can like take your cell phone and like get into there are those guys who do that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
I think it's good to have your own thing,
Yeah.
I'm more attracted to women who have their own thing going on.
I like soft girls.
You want a girl who just waits for you?
Waits, yeah, soft
Yeah.
girl. No, I don't care. If a woman works, I don't care. It is I just think there is something like, I don't know, man. I do think there's something sad to have it put in a woman's head that like if they're not working, they're somehow like sold out their entire species and they're like if they're brainwashed. It's like that working
No.
sucks too.
Yeah. No, I don't think that way.
But I hear you. It is nice. I will say there is something nice to have
I
the
just
woman
don't
have
like the
her own
idea of a
thing.
woman waiting around for me.
That-
Like
yeah,
she doesn't
true.
do anything and then she's like, "Where have you been?" Like I don't like that energy.
That's totally true. Because
I like her to have other shit like that she's got to deal with. It's good to have other things.
You're right. No, you are right because I would say that is the downfall of a soft girl or whatever the fuck they're called. The "Where are you?" texts increase by 500%. Once you go from a boss lady to a soft girl, it's like there's nothing. They're just dishing off "Where are you?" It's like, where are you?
I swear to God, when you said soft girl, I thought it was going to be like some like a trans like man, but like the penis doesn't work. I really thought because Sweden is so fucking liberal. I was like, it's going to be something like that. But
Well, dude, there is something. Well, apparently, yeah, Sweden is the most liberal place, and that's why they're kind of like what the fuck's going on? Because a lot of women now they're like, all right, we like laid the path. Jordan Peterson talks about this. We laid the path for gender equality, and there's like they have more people than ever who are like, fuck that, I'm just gonna stay at home and be a traditional wife, which, whatever. It's just all fads.
but that's also their, that's. I guess it's weird if you had a male friend who would do that. Like, I'm just gonna like hang out. And you're like, all right, because I have a friend like that, and he hits me up for money, and I'm like, dude, just fucking do something.
do something. Yeah,
He's trying. In his
is he a
defense.
soft dad or is he like?
No,
he just chills.
He fucked it. He had this woman who like was a hard worker and she like wanted to have a family with him, and he was just like, nah, I'm good. And he's just like a single dude
Just
now.
chills.
I'm
Oh.
like, dude, you really misplayed your hand here.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting like Venmo requests from him. I'm like, dude, come on.
Come on,
$60. You got to get your life together.
That's true. No, you did make a strong case for a boss lady because it is true. You do want kind of someone who has their own thing going on, or else they're going to be fucking bugging you.
I just think it's nice. You have another thing. It's just like, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be like a crazy, but just have something else. Because you don't look at the divorce rate. Nothing. I mean, you hope things work out, but
No, it's about 50. I think we just came down from 50 to like 48%.
really,
Yeah.
So that's all right.
It's high. It's still pretty fucking high, dude.
But it's why-
50-50.
There's a reason people are getting less. Why is that?
Wait, getting divorced less?
Yeah, 2% is something, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's two. You said 48 instead of 50. I thought it was so it went.
Yeah,
down,
it went
right?
down a little bit. It went down a little bit. It's all geographically.
I think
depends on
abortion went down slightly too.
Did it really?
Yeah. Maybe people are just being a little safer. Who knows?
Yeah, I wonder because it's the saddest divorces I've seen are when like people don't even hate each other at the end, when they're just kind of like
It ran its course.
it's just when two people just like lose all passion for each other and just go like
Yeah, you think you're gonna have like a season 4 Carmela Tony blowout on The Sopranos, but then at the end you're just like,
yeah, I've always
it's
thought
dead.
I always thought that was the saddest like versions. You hear people like, yeah, we one day looked at each other and we're like, nah, it was pretty mutual and peaceful. I'm like, that sucks. You want it to be like tears.
But if you have kids, that's what you need. Because
That's
the
true.
bad ones, you've seen those where you're like, holy shit, they just hate each other. I've seen people
Yeah,
who stay
true.
together who fucking hate each other. And that makes me sad too.
That's bad.
Because you're just like, you hate going home. That friend who will stay out with you all night. And you're like, man, this person rocks. And you're like, oh, they're deeply unhappy. That's why they're still drinking with me. Like you're just like so grateful that like this person wants to party, but they hate their home life.
That's true. That is the one thing where, you know, when the divorce rate is at 40%, it's like, yeah, a lot of marriages, like just growing up, you see, you're like, damn, these guys hate each other. So that is a sad thing too to like, 'cause there's no easy way because it is going to be stressful, but it's like, yeah, when do you throw in the towel is like a weird question. And mostly women initiate divorce.
Yeah.
It's mostly women who initiate it, which is like, I've always been struck by that, but it's like,
Yeah. Maybe women put more stock in happiness. I think dudes are kind of more comfortable being miserable.
yeah, true.
Women are like, am I happy? Like they're more introspective. I think women question things more than we
Yeah.
do. Like I'm happy to just go through life being like, I need a joke. I need this, you know? But then every once in a while when you like face your feelings, you're like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
it'll scare, because women are just like trained to deal with their feelings.
Yeah, all the time.
And we're not. So when I'll just like, I'm like, I'm feeling something I don't like. Whiskey, please. You know, I'll just like,
Yeah.
I'll just bottle it up. But you know,
Yeah,
that's not
they're
good either.
They're incommunicado all the times with each other about like what's stressing them, what's going on. And they are good about that. But sometimes it can be too much where I'm like, dude, it's like, well, you're invalidating my feelings. They're dumb. They don't apply to the problem. They're just getting in our way. Turn it off now, cram
Yeah.
it down, and fucking deal.
Yeah.
But you are kind of right. I think I've talked about this before, but one time I was with my wife and she was like freaking out where it's like bedtime. She was just like panicking. I could hear her breathing weird. I'm like, what's the matter? And she was like, I'm like, just tell me what's wrong. And dude, she listed a rapid fire response of like 6 problems at once that had like sub problems about like this person. And I was just like, stop right now. It was so fast and it was just like
and so organized.
Yes, it was like this interconnected web of like this person, that, and this happened, and then they thought this and that, and I was just like, I was like, all right, I don't ever want to glimpse into that ever again. But I was like, I feel for you.
Was it a work problem or just like a home problem?
I don't even remember. It was more of like a friend group / work thing that she was
Those kill
freaking
me.
out. Oh, dude, it was like,
you watch these. I don't watch them, but some of my girlfriend will have these like Real Housewives shows on, and I'm like, you're just manufacturing problems. I know that they're like fake and they're written and stuff,
yeah.
but these people, just the idea of these people who have nothing going on, they're like, this person didn't invite me to a party, and that's like an arc.
yeah.
And you're like, that's your life.
That's like a punch in the stomach in girl world though. You have a party.
That's true.
You have a party.
But sometimes it's even less than that. Sometimes like this person like cut me off or was rude to me, and you're just like, all right,
yeah, hold a grudge.
you're right. The party thing is actually that was a bad example.
No,
because
but
that's-
that does make sense though. It is
Yeah.
dumb, but it is like that is a thing since women don't like.
it does suck to not
physically
get
fight each
invited
other.
to a party. I don't want to go, but I do want to be invited.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't
that's
want to
true.
go to weddings ever, but like when I don't get the invite, I'm a little like, that's a bummer.
I get kind of sad as well. I'd really not like to go to almost anything, but if I don't get invited, I'm like, what the fuck? Would
You just
guys
want to be thought of. You don't want to actually do it. You just want the. It's almost like at a certain point, the consent is better than the sex.
Yeah.
Where you're like, that woman was like, that woman would fuck you, and you're like, what? That's amazing. And then you just go home and you jack off, and you're like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
yeah.
need the fucking sex.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to keep the fantasy in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the
you-
sex would ruin it. She would be like, oh, that was horrible. And you'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that stinks.
But the idea that it could have happened, you're like, oh, fucking, I'll
yeah,
take it.
I always wonder. It's like, 'cause especially when you're before you're married, you do like you're like, all right, I'm gonna have sex. It better be good. Now I'm just like, I'm not. I mean, if it's good, it's great. But if you'll just let me in there, I'm like, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Now you get to the point. I used to get like sad and resentful about that. Now I'm like, that is actually nice. You not wanting to have sex and letting me do that anyway. I'm like, thank you for that.
It's considerate.
That's very nice. I mean, that's very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Next time, show some little more fucking spirit, all right?
I'm dating someone. I was walking back to the hotel from the comedy club last night, and some woman was like, oh my, she was like so excited to see me. I was like, oh, what's up? And I was like, well, she was like, I'm a big fan. I was like, oh shit, cool. And we were talking a little bit. She was attractive. And I was like, man, if I was single, I would try to have sex with her and I would lose a fan. I might as well just keep the fan.
True.
I'm better at comedy than that.
That is really funny, dude. That is, yeah. I've always been married. I never got to like sexually interact with my fan base.
How long have you been married?
5 years.
Oh, okay.
So I've been married.
I didn't get it when it was like good, really. I feel like because I was always just so quickly out of a breakup, and it was just like I was too sad, or I like when or I would ruin it. I remember I fucked like an older woman in Portland once, and I was so sad after a breakup. She's like a divorced woman. She had a really nice house, And right after I came, she was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nah, I just miss my ex." And then she was like asking about it, and I was like, "I'm sorry, it's just like very fresh." And she was just like, "Well, it sounds like she doesn't want you back." And I was like, "She might." Like we got into like an argument about her. I was like, "It could work." And I was like, "Wow, this is like the worst one night stand ever. I suck."
There is something cool though about like the divorced lady energy.
Oh, she was like,
I'm
it was
glad
kinda
those ladies
cool.
are out there.
Oh my god, I love it.
Like fuck your ex. She says like $1 million house.
Yeah,
in
she's like,
Portland.
"Yeah, things don't work out, kid." You know?
I haven't seen my kids in 6 months. They fucking hate me. Yeah, that is kind of funny to be like, she doesn't want you.
I know. She was right.
Oh, really?
She was definitely right. But I mean, I wasn't ready to hear it. I was still sad.
Yeah,
and you're just
true.
trying to numb yourself on the road. It's like anyway, it's like what I'm saying. You're trying to avoid the feelings of feeling.
Yeah.
But you have to. I've gotten better at just feeling when I'm sad.
Yeah, true.
Or, you know, what you were saying in that podcast the other day, like just forcing yourself. I'm not like working out hard, but I'll go to the gym and you get a little boost, you know?
Do something, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that helps me. I've been good at that. Like, I've been trying to do a thing where I just like, if I'm in a hotel, my first instinct is like, I'm just gonna fucking watch porn and jerk off because otherwise I can't fall asleep otherwise. And I've been like forcing myself to just lay in my bed and just feel whatever that feeling is of like, before that I would go away if I just jerked off.
I know what you
And,
mean. It's so tempting. It's like made up perfectly for it.
It's crazy, and I'm like, what is going on in me? And then I'll sit there and feel it. I'm like, maybe I can just fall asleep naturally, and then I will actually get relaxed, and then I'll just watch porn and jerk off. I'm like, oh, now I'm really gonna fall
I did the
asleep.
exact same thing last night. The only difference between me now and me and like in my 20s is I read afterwards.
Oh,
I
nice.
had my book with me. I was like, I'll read a few pages, then I'll fall asleep.
That is, yeah, like
Yeah.
nobody needs melatonin.
I still watch porn and jerked off, but I
read your book.
I read my book.
That is the melatonin company does not want you to hear this, but yeah, you watch porn and then read a book.
You could do it.
You do not need melatonin.
You get sleepy.
You do. Yeah, I read every night before bed. I love it, man.
What are you reading?
Right now, I'm reading a book called Money and the Meaning of Life. That's like, it's pretty good. It's this professor talking. He's like a comparative religion professor who just like yammers on about like how money is like central to like, just like it's so deeply embedded in people's psyches and how it's like, we're pretty unique in that regard as like a civilization because it's like relatively new, I guess. And he just says like how you just need like to come up with a way in life that like money's always going to be important. If you try to tell yourself it's nothing, you're just fooling yourself because it's like when you put like a lesser or base desire, you try to banish it from your consciousness, it just becomes wild and then just like goes crazy and like goes out of control. So his whole thing was like just try to make money the second most important thing in your life because he's like it's probably the most important thing for pretty much everyone. It's understandable that it is, but if like you can make it the second most important thing, he's like that's an amazing achievement.
That's true, and family will be your number one.
No, me. But no, but yeah, anything, family, just anything you're doing. It gets into the gift economy. How a true gift, never stops moving. Like you're like it's like there's like I don't know, but yeah, he's like if you can make it second most, and it's like money's tied in with all of your other kind of like creaturely concerns. Where he's like if you can try to somehow make that second most important, he's like amazing achievement.
That's
Pretty. It was a good book. It was a good lesson.
yeah. Sometimes you just need to be reminded of things that we kind of already know.
Yeah, exactly.
You kind of know it, but a guy's just like it's with everything. It's like fuck. Sometimes you just see a comedian, you're like, oh yeah, I'm just supposed to be funny.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just so simple. Like you see the most obvious message in a movie or book, and you're like, why did I know that, but why did I lose sight of it?
All the time. Yeah, it happens all. And that's what he was saying. He's like, when you try to banish these things from your consciousness, they just kind of work in the shadows and just take right over again without you even knowing. But yeah, that's helped me a lot in stand-up because I used to always fucking panic everywhere. I'd be like, oh, fuck. And now I'm just like, there's people here. They want to laugh. I'm going to do my best.
You had anxiety to perform, you mean?
Yes. Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. Yeah. I would just sit there and go, ugh.
I dread it. I get really, and then I'm on and I feel fine. Once I get the first laugh, I feel fine. But like, yeah, I dread the waiting.
Yeah.
A comic before me could run the light by 2 minutes. I'm like, oh, you're killing me.
Get the fuck off.
I just want to fucking go on.
I know. Yeah, I've like relaxed a lot, but if I'm in a new scenario, like when I moved down to Texas, I had to go to the mothership. I was just like,
It's you have to prove yourself all over again.
Yeah, and
I mean, a lot of people know you, but you still have to, you feel like you have to prove
it's
yourself.
true. And I was like working on pretty much newish material because I like did the special and like I was like still trying to like build up like an hour. So I was just shitting myself the whole time. But it's like now I've like tried to take myself out of the equation as much as I can and just be like, these people want to laugh. I'm going to try to make them laugh. And if I don't do well, it was a valiant effort and I'm not going to like freak out or be like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like that stuff is bad.
I used to always think like, it's one set. It's not going to change my life in any way. If you get a new joke, cool. But like this, I'm not ruining myself over this set.
Yeah.
Although Michael Richards might have thought the same thing, so you never know. But but that's
Hey,
how I feel.
everyone bombs. Yeah,
Everyone says the N word a bunch to strangers in the crowd. It'll be. Luckily, camera phones aren't a real thing yet. Wait a second. Yeah.
No, you should have had the yonder bag, dude. Yonder bag's so important.
Yeah, Chappelle has to protect material. Other comics are like, I might have a racist tirade. I just need. No, but I really do feel that way. Like nothing really that bad is going to happen. You know, like you just give them the best show you can, especially when you're like really, you know, you're working on stuff and you're building, and hopefully the crowds now are sophisticated enough to understand like how we have to do this. So they know, you know, they listen to enough podcasts and stuff, or you're doing your show on your tour and you're like, this is where it's at right now. I hope it's good enough, but like, it'll get there, you know?
For sure. You still get those psychos like, so you're going to do the same thing on the next show? And you're like, yes, I am. Get the fuck out of here. Do you like make it up every time? You're like, no, dude. What the fuck do you think I am?
I know. People think that.
I know.
Isn't
They're
that
like,
crazy?
They're like, so you're going to do like, what are you going to do for the next show? Just like something totally different? I'm like, no.
Well, you do. I mean, look, there are moments where we're riffing, so they think that maybe the other stuff. There are
sure.
moments where we're like, you know, at the end of the show, I'll fuck around with the crowd. I'll like scream at a current event. I'll try to, you know, or I'll do whatever. Say
That's kind of fun, yeah.
Stuff like that, just to because I get bored with the material anyway. But like, yeah, the fact that they think it's all off the dome is insane.
It's crazy. But
That would be so fucking. I mean, there are dudes. I think Rory Scovel would do some shit like that.
He did a whole special where he just went completely off the dome.
He's a different breed though in that way. I think that normal comics you just can't.
No, I don't know. It'd be a fun experiment, but it's also like.
But it would do a disservice. Like, can you imagine like Chris Rock off the dome as opposed to like seeing his? I want to hear his polished stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
true. Yeah, true. It's one of those things that sounds cool, but you'd also have to tell the audience. That way they're bought in, so they're not just kind of like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I know.
But well, dude, I think you crushed it, man. I think we're at an hour. Thank you so much.
So fun, yeah.
That was a
It's
blast,
great,
dude. Thank
It's
you
the
for-
most we've ever spoken.
I know.
Yeah, if you're ever in New York, you got to come by ours. You know,
Please, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
This is what I've been video recording my basically first time really meeting people. It's really sweet. It's really cool. It's really awesome. But dude, thank you, man. What do you have? Do you have anything you want to?
Yeah, you know, I'm on tour like crazy. Start in January. I got, you know, some clubs to warm up in, like San Antonio, Liberty, and Liberty Township, Ohio, which is like somewhere near Cincinnati, I think.
Nice.
And then Pittsburgh Improv, and then it's just like all theaters going forward, and we're doing the bus, so it's like Charlotte, Richmond, DC, Philly, you know, Tulsa, fucking Austin, Dallas, West Coast, every city. So it's just sammorrell.com/shows, and if you don't see it, it'll be there. You know, it'll be there in the fall. I'm coming everywhere. So that's Segura. I'm so jealous of his tour name. I'm coming everywhere.
Is that what it is?
That's what he called. Like, what a great tour
Fuck,
name.
that is pretty good.
But
actually.
yeah, so it's just my website. Go to shows, and I'm really coming every city, and it's a new hour, and I feel like it's getting there. It'll be good by then. So
hell yeah, dude. You better
Yeah.
get the fuck out there and go there, dude.
and we got our whiskey, Bodega Cat, which is going to be, it's me and Mark Norman's whiskey. I brought you a bottle. It's good stuff. It's everywhere in New York now. It's going to be everywhere here soon. So I'm pumped.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Goodbye.